What is good, everybody? Man, boss, you still gotta redo it again, dog. What up, BJ?
What's good, baby?
Said chilling, waiting for boss to get up in here. I can hear him, but I
Okay.
can't I can't see him. So I
Uh-oh.
don't know. We gotta figure this. He gotta figure that out. Cause I was like, well, let me have BJ come in, and then I see him. So boss, go out and come back in, dog. You gotta click that camera. But let me show you what's up to everybody while boss is figuring that out over there. Let me shout out to everybody in the building. T Smooth TV, Carson Smith, Jace Kelly, the Ninja. What's up, dog? Craig English. What's up, Craig? You know what I'm saying? John Durden, JoJo Cowboys, hey Mojo, keep on coming in. John Stanley, let's go. You know what I'm saying? Moving the chains. Okay, Daryl Shapp, what's good with you? Wink. Okay, Steve Lumpton, you be bringing the people in the house. Hurry up and get your ass in here, boss. What's up, BJ? I seen you got the new fresh cartoon character from
Oh
Mr. Boss
yeah.
Cowboys yourself. That
Yeah.
shit wet. That shit wet,
Hey,
dog.
hey, man. Look. We was trying to get that verses going. We had some hiccups. Whatever. You know how life happens.
Yeah.
Couldn't get a cracking Friday. We backdoor got it done today. Is hey man, I got something for you. Man, you dropped it with me. Look, I'm gonna tell you what. If you go into it, you click and you zoom, man, you can see the tattoos on my arm. Even I was like, oh boy.
Oh,
I
is
said,
that good?
bro. I was like, hey, man. What? I said, man, where's the cash app? Shit. I
he
said,
said
I said,
he
where the
said
cash app?
where
Man,
is the cash app? That
man.
yeah, because when I seen it, I said, damn, I got a couple people to do art. But when I seen how wet and how
Mhm.
that motherfucker looked like you,
Hey, shout out to that boy Boss.
man,
Shout out to that boy Boss. Boy, I blessed him
man.
real quick, and I made sure I tagged him in everything. I had people in my
Yeah,
inbox. Hey, bro, I had people in my inbox like, man, who did it? Man, you better hit my guy Marcus Smith, my boy Boss. Get
yeah.
right, get right,
Get right,
get right, man.
because that was very fabulous. Like I said, Marcus, boss, go out and then come back in and try it that way because I still can't see you. I can see everything up, but I can't see you personally. So you have to probably go out and come back in. Make sure you click in that video or that camera when you're coming in, and make sure what's up, Cajun Cowboy. Make sure y'all keep on getting these likes up because I brought both of y'all in because y'all know y'all had a little debate on Boss's
Mhm,
channel.
mhm,
You know what I'm
mhm.
saying? Team Piss, Team Receiver. Y'all had the great debate. He was already
Yep.
saying, let's see what's up with this great debate. So
Mhm.
while Boss is going to come in, let's already jump in. I'm gonna let y'all
Go.
come in and debate, but obviously you've been Team Piss from like since the Himalayas, since like the
For a
prehistoric
while.
days,
Yeah, yeah.
You feel me?
Mhm,
Now we seen the pro day. I
mhm,
mean, now people are really going nutty. You seen Sewell just had his day. Now
mhm,
they're talking about oh he could possibly slide. We're seeing how this draft goes as far as the players,
mhm,
how they're going to fall. To
mhm.
have your thoughts changed is with anything with these pro days from these guys? Do you think anything's going to change with this draft? I'm going to bring up this draft order right quick. What's kind of your thoughts on that? What's your thoughts on the pro day with Pitt, and then kind of bounce off of that for me, big dog?
I think we've been talking about Pitts for a while, right?
Right, right.
Uh, and we've seen Cowboysation kind of fickle back and forth or whatever. The pro day happened, and then boom, it's like a volcano, right? It exploded. Oh my God, look at the wingspan, look at this. But if you've been tuned into certain people in this industry that aren't mainstream, right? Us YouTubers, we've been trying to tell you, hey man, Pitts is a different kind of animal. You got to don't look at the tape, look at the whole package. I mean, look, I don't know about you, but let me ask you this, James. I'm taking everything with these 40 times with a grain of salt, personally.
Yeah, I ain't really tripping on that.
Yeah, but there's a lot of homeboys doing 37 and 38-yard times and different things
Yeah,
or whatever,
right.
So I don't want to just throw out his 40 because I don't want to get into that. But we look at the measurables, right? We look at the wingspan, and then you turn on the tape, and then you take those measurables, and then you go back to the tape and look at it, and it's like, okay, this is starting to make sense why this will if you didn't believe it before, maybe that makes you believe, okay, this can translate to the next level because of certain things that he can do. And I think the very telling thing is as well, all those that were in contact with him in the NFL that went to his pro day or have had meetings with him, right? We're hearing the Falcons wink, little smoke screen here. Oh, we're talking to him a whole bunch.
Right.
Um, is that no singular team has talked to him about playing wide receiver. strictly tied in. I think sometimes because we
Yeah,
fall into a rut.
they're gonna do that. I mean, they're
David
gonna.
Funches of the world, right? Oh, is he a wide receiver? Is he a tight end? Back and forth. But I think people need to understand like this guy is a tight end. To me, I think he's going to be, or going forward, whether he breaks through like the Apollo or not, this is the evolution of what the tight end is going to be.
Yeah, man. I mean, just like you said, it's the evolution of the tight end. And if people are coming in and saying, "Oh, well, they ain't tried him at receiver; they just kept him at tight end," of course. I mean, that's what the status quo is until he gets on that damn field. When he gets on that damn field, now you're going to go ahead and flex him and doing all kind of positions. Yeah, you're going to come as a tight end. You're not going to say what we're going to do. You're going to just wait till he gets on the field, and then you're going to go ahead and work out and do those things by nature that you will do once you get on the field. Like, okay, well, now I can see why we can flex him out of receiver. So you're not going to come in saying, oh, he's going to play receiver with us when you know he's a tight end. We get that. But we know he's a shiny toy that if anybody gets the way it looks, because he's never played in the NFL, BJ. But right now, dog, when you really back up, because I just did a tape on him and it was against the Kentucky game. And I mean, I have been watching him, you feel me? But I had in-depthly watched him on games, right, BJ?
Yes, sir.
And dog,
all 22.
Man, yes. I mean, the shit is effortless. Like, that's the thing that I noticed more than anything else, BJ, from this kid.
Say that one more time. Say that one more time, boss. I mean, excuse me.
It's all good.
Say
it's
that
effortless.
one more time. Effortless.
It's effortless. That's the biggest thing that I noticed from him out of anything. It's easy. Like his movements, like it's no break, it's no hitch, it's like all natural. And when you just see him when he comes in out of his breaks, it's just like, man, the trajectory that you see him coming in at and the things that you can really do with him with that size and the speed, what you can really do with that. I mean, yeah, you would get excited, but like I said, dog, can he really drop to 10 now?
Right. I mean, and that's the question, and that's always been the question. You know, we need quarterbacks to flop the board, right? I mean, if Mac Jones lands at 3, I think things wide open or become wide open.
He ain't lining that. Come on,
I
dog.
know that. I'm just saying that if Mac Jones happens to go there, it's out there. Vegas got their bet
I know,
on.
but you know damn well
saying.
he ain't going no damn 3.
No, I don't think so either. But here's the other thing to that. I don't think Atlanta's going to be taking Pitts either at 3 or 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. I don't think that's real either. I think that's a lot of smoke right now. Because
so what do you think Atlanta's going to? What do you think they're going to? Do you think they're going to try to protect him, or do you think they're going to go get a quarterback?
Man, I think they're in position to get a quarterback. They got to wait and see. Look, the spinner will be the Jets. If the Jets literally don't take a quarterback, then I think Atlanta's going to be on the quarterback train. But if they take a quarterback, I know number 3 is taking a quarterback. Then at that point, I think Atlanta, all bets are off on where they're going to go. It could be. Look, it could be Surtain. It could be. It
you
could
think
be
I mean, I'm gonna just keep it. Dog, I'm gonna just keep it real. I know I like Surtain. I don't hate on him, but 4, that's crazy to me.
I'm cool at 10, but we've seen different things like that in the draft because again,
I just don't want him at 10, BJ. Like, and I don't.
I got you.
You feel me though? Like, I'm not hating on none of these corners.
Right.
I like them, but I just don't want them at 10.
I'm with you. I'm just saying, are we really thinking Parsons is going to be the only defensive guy to go in the top 10? Right. And that's kind of what I get to. Like, we look at the historical drafts, like only one defensive guy goes to the top 10. So
but why not though?
Right. Fair. But
because again, if you look at let's look at it. The Bengals, Joe Burrow's already been pumping Jamar Chase.
Right.
And I think that's really going to happen.
Me too.
It's really that Miami pick. If everybody stays the same, it's that Miami pick because Miami need weapons.
And they need a linebacker if Parsons is on the board because Van
Noy's. But what would you come on, dog? Where do you think Miami's going to go? Pitts or
Brian Flores is a defensive coach, though, cut from the cloth of the hoodie.
We would love that if he did that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
I think it's a Bama guy. I think they get to one of his old hookups, whether it's Waddle or Smith, because that's Tua's guy.
Them are some little guys, though.
Fair. I mean,
you feel
Smith,
me?
Smith's got the. My
they're
wrist,
nice, but they little.
My wrist might be big as Smith's ankle. I feel you.
You get what I'm saying, dog? Like, you feel me? Like that's all good and all well and good, but
Is he
They
look,
little.
if Tua is their franchise quarterback and he's saying, "Hey, I want Smith," I don't know if they turn away from that. But again, again, Pitts can leave. Look, I'm not of the mindset when I'm talking about Pitts at 10. I'm not of the mindset of being like shocked that Pitts is gone before 10. I'm
Right.
not. Only thing that I'm saying is there are definitely different scenarios where you can put together that make sense, that are not stupid, that make sense that Pitts could get to 10. But I'm not saying that he would. Look, Miami, with him and Gesicki, with a young quarterback, with two tight ends like that, with Devontae Parker on the outside, sexy. To me, very sexy. But what are
Super
they going to do
sexy.
in-house? Right. But what are they going to do in-house, though, is the question.
Because I would look at it like this, just to me. I know LaFleur's he's a defensive guy, but when you're that high in the draft with the picks and you got picks and you have picks, you did trades, you wheeled and deal. I just feel like, you know what? That's to me, Parsons is a reach right there.
He is. I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
well, we agree, but I mean, there's others out there that love him. Hey, boss will come and tell you how much he loves him when he gets that camera fixed.
Yeah, I know. Get that camera fixed, boss. We waiting on you, dog. You know what I'm saying? I'm still looking at you and it's a blank stare. You know what I'm saying? Come in there. I mean, Parsons, I mean, I ain't hating on Parsons. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't hate on him. But dang, like that high up at 6, you know what I'm saying? It could happen. But I don't know. It's this gonna be funny how this thing kind of falls out because you got Detroit, Carolina, and Denver right after that. Where do you think those 3 guys go? Where do you think them 3 teams go? Detroit.
I think well, I was going to start with Denver because I'm not out of the concept that they're not going to take Caleb Farley. As crazy as that might sound, they've had a whole lot of conversations with him. They've talked to him multiple times. I'm not sure. And if you look how they based their cornerbacks this year, they could take a Farley, be okay. They could.
I think they could too because they just got Fuller and they got
brought back Kareem Jackson and they brought in they got Simmons on long-term safety, right? But they got some. Yeah. There was another guy too. Big game that I'm with. There's another guy.
Didn't they get Fuller? Didn't they get Fuller?
They got Fuller. Yeah, they got Fuller for 1 year. Kareem Jackson, but they brought in a third guy as well, so they can kind of
they can draft him and be like, okay, well we ain't got to rush him,
right? So
he's a future, right?
So I'm not really off the board of Caleb there, but on the same token, when we talk about Parsons and we look at the linebacker core that they have, to me it screams that they're going to go defense. Whatever that is. Now, back going to Detroit, man, I don't know. The head coach wants to scratch, claw, and
he said Ronald Darby. Ronald Darby. Derek
Darby.
Said.
There it
Ronald
is. Darby's the other one. I knew there was 3.
Shout out to you.
Yeah, big facts. But Detroit's head coach, former tight end, wants to grub and eat and everything. Sounds like a
need defense.
Guy. They need defense, but sounds like a trench guy as well. Maybe you go offensive line there as well too. If Slater or Sewell's on the board, what if Sewell makes it to 7? Are they going to pass on Sewell at 7?
That would be tough not to do that.
Hey, look, if Sewell makes it to 10, how tough does that get? Right?
Shit, and we're talking that gets real tough.
Right.
If you got Sewell, let's say Sewell and Slater happen to both drop there. And you got which one would you go? Which one would you go? So if you got Sewell and Slater both right there, and I'm asking y'all in the chat right now. Asking y'all in the chat right now. If y'all got Sewell and Slater both right there, Pitts is gone. The other guy, Sewell and Slater. Who you going with? And I ain't no offensive line guy. I'm like,
Man, I like Slater. I mean, I think Slater comes in instant impact at left guard, but we're thinking about the future on the same token. Boy, hold on. Let me shake these dice real quick. Hold on.
Shake them dice. You better 7-11.
Let me see. Hold on, wait. Hold on. I got a backdoor little Joe.
You're right. Man, you feel me?
Oh, gun to the.
I'm seeing all these people in the chat. A lot of people saying Slater. A lot of people saying Slater. Why? See, that's the thing.
Sewell's on the run now.
Why is everybody not talking about Sewell though? It's because they seen them that pro day and they think, he got short arms. I know what it is. Look, I know what the hell it is, y'all.
I'll say the thing about Sewell as far as his tape goes from tackle, he does kind of seem to end up on the ground more than you like a little bit. I'm not saying that's a caveat of when he's going to be in the league and things that happen, but between the two, he kind of ends up on the ground a little bit more than Slater. Man, gun to the head. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna go. Look, I'll tell you what, man. I'm gonna go with Slater. I'm gonna trust my eyes, and I'm gonna go with Slater. I'm gonna trust my eyes because as I was on your show way back when we talked about it, and I brought up Slater, and the thing that Slater was instant 10-year starter for me at multiple positions on the line. And the thing that I like about Slater with his quote unquote short arms is he plays so well with leverage in his hand placement, and his hands are very, very strong. So, man, I don't think you can go wrong. Look, we're circumcising the mosquito here, okay? But I'll
circumcise a mosquito. That's a good one
too. Yeah. To borrow for our guy Jerry Wayne Jones, I'm gonna go Slater. I'm gonna go Slater over Sewell.
Ooh, okay. Well, boss, you just jumped in. What's up with your big dog?
What's up, man? It was me. I thought it was you. It was me.
Yeah, I know it was you.
Let's go though. Let's go. Yeah, I know everybody. It's my fault.
And I love it because this man is a technical guy. You know what I'm saying? This guy's the technical. I was loving it.
I love it. You love it.
He over there technical as shit, and he can't get the damn camera on.
Every dog has their day.
Hey, ho.
What's up?
Hey, so what's in? You jumped right in the boss. So I'm talking like we'll rehash some things here in a second. But if you had Sewell and Slater both at 10, these are got okay. Why?
Better.
But with the change said you was gonna say Slater. You came in with Sewell. Why? But BJ said Slater. You said Sewell.
You don't think Sewell ended up on the ground a little too much on his tape, though, boss?
No,
a little too much. Okay, all right. He was on the ground more than Slater for what it's worth, but okay.
But I
like both. I'm not crying on either.
Let's get them likes up too, man.
I will double check, and you know what? It's one of those things to just correct me if I'm wrong because I didn't see it. You know how it is. You might watch 3 games, which you'll see the right 3 games. I'll see the wrong 3 games. You see what I'm saying?
Right. Yep.
So just correct me, and I'm open to change that. But just based on my tape review, I'm still Sewell.
Word.
And then if you have a game, I just write it down real quick. What game did you see him losing that way?
I'll put my notes up and I'll get to you after.
Okay.
I got you.
I'm Sewell, and then he's more athletic to me. And his my eyes see that with him. I love the way he moves. And I just think he's a generational tackle.
Dang, boss. We just talked about generational not that long ago on your show. Then you come out here with the shades on and come out with generational out the gate the first
Hey, you know what? I could be wrong on this one too. I could be over my skis on this one. I could. This the one.
Fair enough.
My dog, the Ninja comes out with the $10 holla. Shout out to you. He says Slater, no question on the 44. Thank you.
I wouldn't say it's no question. I wouldn't say no question though.
Yeah, I wouldn't
say that.
Look, I'm gonna just say this. I seen both of them. I'm not the offensive line guy. I think I like Sewell just a little bit more. I'm not saying Slater would bust. But with all that strength and everything, and then I listened to my dog Marcus Jones, shout out to you, and I think other people said it that him sliding in the guard, he probably may be better at the guard than the tackle in the NFL. I think Sewell I think he's different. I think he's just a little different. I've seen some Slaters. I think Sewell's a little different. I ain't worried about them damn arms like that because, like we said, we've seen people say that before, and I seen Zach Morgan come right in and he was playing tackle in college, left and right. He came right in NFL with them short ass arms when people got hurt and went at right tackle and played pretty good. So I think the arms could be overrated, especially if you got good technique and you really know how to play the game.
And that's what I said. Yeah,
that's all.
In leverage.
You feel me? Shout out to my guy. Somebody gave me a holla. Shout out to my dog Charlie Bridges on the $5 holla on the Cash App. Really appreciate you. Shout out to you. Thank you very much for that. And let's keep on getting these likes up, man. We know when we get in the building. Once we get everybody in the building, we need to get 100 likes up in the building. That's like that has to happen. So make sure if you're in the building right now, continue to get these likes up because we always talking that good shit up in here, and we're gonna keep on talking it. So that's going to be funny.
I want to say something though about Slater though, where on moving and chains, where he could also be the number one tackle, and he can make a case, especially with his athleticism and the way that he tested. I mean, we see that with the Iowa kid that was the tackle from last year that went to Tampa.
Wirfs.
Yeah, Tristan Wirfs.
Yeah.
So he broke 3 combine records, right? And we saw that directly translate. So testing on the upside is a good thing to bet on, So that's one of those to where who moves better for sure to me is Sewell, but who could also just have a better career could also be Slater.
Yeah, dude. I mean, and that's what I said right before you came on. I don't think you go wrong either way.
Right.
I just really don't in this draft. I think I probably lean towards Slater because I think he's more instant impact at guard and gets Connor Williams off the line. I don't think he cannot not play. I think he's a better guard than tackle, but I think Slater can be adequate at tackle. I think when I look at Sewell, not that he can't play guard efficiently, but I think he's a better tackle. So when I look at the Cowboys and how they're constructed, the immediate impact, and when we talk about 10, right, and what we were talking about earlier, bosses, like at 10,
getting that pick hard, right.
You need an instant impact. And I think Slater, and why I would give the nod to Slater over Sewell is I think it's just more instant impact in 2021.
And see, that's amazing. I'm sorry, Big. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Man, it's amazing. Like, because I'm like that on Keith Taylor, right? Where he might not be the best corner to some people, but if you're saying cover 3, and if Quinn is going to go in there and be determined to run cover 3, that's where scheme to what you're saying, BJ, and fit and Dallas fit could make Slater number 1, and that's amazing at this time of the draft.
Mm-hmm.
That, like we were talking about the last show, chewing on stuff, we come up with these like creative fits that really do make sense.
Yeah, that big old big league chew. You got to sing there when you're playing.
Yeah, you got to chew it.
Baseball. You got to put it out here like you got some deal. You just chewing on it, and we got these different draft takes that we've been chewing on for about 3 weeks. All 3 of us, we've been chewing on for about 3-4 weeks now. We're like, okay, I think we got to go ahead and spit it out. The flavor's gone. Let's go ahead and put it out here for the people.
Somebody say Boss must be Keith Taylor cousin. Listen, man,
y'all got to.
I got him as my number 1 corner. So I'm selling it.
He is selling that, and he's selling it so hard. I'm gonna watch Keith Taylor tape this week. You feel me?
Yeah,
I'm gonna do a Keith Taylor video. Just because he's selling it so much, but I'm going to go look at it and check it out myself. But let me tell y'all something before we talk about anything else. Let me talk about a player that I really like. First, shout out to everybody in the building. Continue to get these likes up. I just got to see a game because there wasn't a lot of tape on all 22 on Richie Grant.
Yeah.
I want Richie Grant.
Okay, well.
We was talking about safeties, boss, and I know y'all could say, well, Richie Grant is a player. In my opinion, I want Richie Grant. I think he could definitely add to this team. If we're talking about the free safety, I think he's a guy that can definitely add to the team. He's just, yes, I like Richie Grant. So when we're talking about safeties, boss, remember when we were talking going back and forth on safeties and you were telling me mine? Richie Grant, if I can look at any other safety and say, I like that safety, but I'm going to tell you right now, I like Richie Grant and I want to get him.
Mm-hmm. I like the Florida boy. But I'm gonna say I saw bad games on him too.
What games?
The Cincinnati
what
game.
Okay.
The Cincinnati game. When he played against Cincinnati, he missed 6 tackles. But guess what? I still gave him a B because he got an interception and 2 bowl crushing hits.
You also got to look at their scheme because I watched their scheme. They played that 4-2-5, and that defensive coordinator with because matter of fact, the game that I watched and I did the film on, they played Tulsa. They was whooping their ass, dog, and they kept on staying in this defense. And I'm like, why aren't y'all switching out? Because they caught on to it, and they were killing them underneath. Just every time they would try to send a blitz off the edge, they would just drop it underneath and were just killing them, dog. And they actually went away from Grant. They went to this other safety that was number 3. I think he was like a sophomore, and they picked on him like no other. Now, I would have loved to see him if he wouldn't have opted out in that damn bowl game against BYU, because Zach Wilson dropped like almost 50 on them boys. So I would have loved to seen that. But just from me, I would like to hear y'all opinion on what safety y'all like. Are we talking about safety? Because safety still is a thing that we need to draft in the draft, right?
Yeah.
What's y'all safety? Because to me, Richie Grant is mine.
I just want to get a microphone so I can hold one like y'all two. So I wasn't calling the guy out. So I got me a microphone to hold now.
I'm just saying.
There you go, man. Get that swag up, BJ. Like them likes.
Hold on, let me 100 likes. Need that 100
I am
likes.
I am Marvin Wilson's agent and sponsor. Yes, I am.
Now, with that being said, though, I've said this on the Stargate show a couple of times. I got roasted for it. That's fine. I'm gonna sit here and get roasted.
You're holding it wrong, though, man. You're not
look, I can't hold it like y'all. Look, it's one of these. There's only so much I can do.
Just so
much I can do. No, and I'm gonna hold it anyways. It's fine.
You rocking it.
Look, I'm out on Richie Grant. I'm sorry. Not in Dallas. Not in Dallas. I got roasted for it about 2-3 weeks ago and whatnot. Man, I'm just out on it. He's not a free safety. He's more in the box, the 4-2-6 and all that.
I don't agree with that.
Fair. That's fine. The other side of that is
he's not a box. He's not a box safety.
But he lines up a ton in the box. I'm not saying he is, but he lines up closer to the line of scrimmage than playing single high or roaming.
But he played a lot of single high too, though. If you look at that defense, that 4-2-5 defense, you play a lot of single high.
If you go look at a lot of his breakdown, though, he's not the guy back there. Is all I'm saying. On top of that, the thing that I would say is, I think it was very telling in these very Uber friendly pro days. What was it? No 40 and no shuttle or cone, or maybe it was all 3.
No, he did that. He ran. I got his pro day times. He ran a 4.54.
No, he did not. No, he did not. It might have been a different day. On pro day, he declined to run.
Okay, because I got his pro day up.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, let's pull it up because I was looking forward to. I was like, oh, he decided not to.
Yeah, because I got it from Jim Nagy. You feel me? Jim Nagy is the guy, and he posted his pro day for him. You know what I'm saying? Because they went out there and he posted his pro day and he gave the whole everything. It could be, but it showed me 4.54, which I thought that he was that anyway. I wasn't thinking he was like 4.3 or 4.4. That's what I thought he would be. You know what I'm saying? A 4.5 guy. But you can be a 4.5 guy, and you know this boss as well, and play totally different on that field. And to me, he doesn't play like that on the field. He doesn't play that. He plays fast on the field. Just me. Brian Peters says Richie Grant ran a 4.53 at his pro day. It's on YouTube.
Okay. I'm on it right now.
Man, but BJ,
4.54.
I don't even fault you, man. I don't fault you at all, BJ, for taking it, man. Like, and I actually commend you for it because I didn't have him in the guide for a while, and he was gonna be the last person I put in the guide. But the more I watched him, the more that I felt like he was an upgrade to Xavier Woods. I felt like he needed to wrap up, and I think he had a good senior ball. He finished strong. Yeah, but at the same time, I can see from watching tape how you was out on him. Like, I commend you for that. Like, to stand flat-footed on that. Like, because I was leery of him late. It took me a while. It took his senior bowl. It took that to make me go ahead and come around and say he's a bigger boy than when I watched him when he played at Cincinnati. He just played better at the end. So he finished better. So, so either way, I can.
So who's your safety, boss? I mean,
I'm still. No, you good. I'm still Cisco.
Who's your guy, BJ?
That's Cisco.
You like Cisco? You talking about giving up big plays?
Hold on, Darius Washington. Darius Washington.
What the hell? You talking about giving up big plays?
I'm talking about
shit.
Let me know when we're done, so I can go.
Ahead.
Darius Washington is my guy. He's land shark. I've been on that guy. But again, when I say Cisco, when I'm thinking about the 4th round, 5th round, where I think the Cowboys are actually probably going to take a damn safety anyways, Yeah, Cisco. We can talk about big plays, but I can also talk about 13 interceptions. I can also talk about when you turn on the tape, his IQ is high. Yes, his hips are not fluid. However, his angles and our safeties for years have been terrible at angles. He plays NFL angles when you watch the tape when it comes to Cisco. And that's it. When you start talking about the 4th or 5th round guy, again, a lot of turnovers, which we're looking for. We're looking at angles, what he can do, and he makes up for some of the hip action. Again, Darius Washington would be my guy over Richie Grant. Like I don't think Grant's a 2nd round pick. Honestly, he's probably going to go 2nd round. I think Grant's more of a maybe early 3rd down kind of pick, personally. But again,
but that's not a bad thing though.
No.
You get him in a 3rd round.
No, that's solid, and he could be a good pro.
But that's what I'm saying. I don't want. I mean, if you watch my video, I was saying in my video, I'm thinking more 2nd and later. You feel me? I was never like this the 1st round guy.
2nd,
but when 44. I watch him, I'm saying
you by the
I'm saying by the trajections of the way they're drafting, because he does have enough steam in the NFL that he could get picked before 44. Yes, I do believe he could get picked before 44 in my heart. Not saying that he should. I'm saying he could, because that could definitely happen the way they draft is. I would look at that 44 pick and see who was around at 44, because that 2nd round pick, y'all should know, that's going to be a funny ass pick after 10, because there's going to be defensive tackles available. There's going to be cornerbacks available. There's going to be all kind of goodies that, damn, do we go for this defensive tackle in the 2nd? And no, let's not do it, and see if he can wait to the 3rd. And next thing you know, his ass is scooped. You feel me? So that's why that 2nd round is kind of weird to me. But to me, if I had a pick of a safety, Richie Grant would be mine. Shout out to my guy, John Jones, for becoming a member. I don't know if it's your first time being a member, John, but I appreciate you. And for the $5 holla, I need 2 more people to become members so I can get a new damn emoji. And this emoji is slick as shit. So let's go.
Let's go. Hey, I don't care what y'all say, though. I'm not touching Richie Grant at 44. And I'll leave it at that.
I'm mad.
And I'm team move down.
I'm cool. I'm cool with, my thing is, when we talked about this earlier, BJ, I think it was a few weeks ago, you got them 10 picks, and we all know damn well all them rookies ain't making no roster at no 10 picks. We should know that. So that's where the wheeling and dealing should start coming around, though. Right after that, if you don't do it in that 1st, that 2nd and 3rd, you better be wheeling and dealing and moving. And when you see that guy that maybe you really want, that's the opportunity to say, hey, I got this pick right here. Let's go get him. You feel me?
Yeah, I mean, and especially that's the thing I've been preaching since February is we have 5 picks in rounds 2, 3, and 4. We need to make sure that we get a lot of people want to say X amount of picks in the top 100. That sounds great. I want 3 picks in the top 80. That's what I'm looking at. I know we got 75. I want to go up higher. Look, if we're sitting at 44 and our guy's at 39, go get the guy at 39. Don't wait and see if he gets taken or not. Go get him. Be proactive. I want to see them be proactive to go make sure that we end up with 4 guys through the first 3 rounds that can make impact on this team, albeit whatever position they're at. And that's what we need to look for.
About you, boss?
Yeah, I'm actually, I like the talent between round 2, round 3, and round 4.
Yes.
I would actually try to build most of the team in that area. And I actually
that's where you should.
If I don't get the linebackers, if the linebackers don't super fall by round 2, then I'm definitely looking to move down. Because I think you're gonna be able to build your team very well between round 2 and round 3.
Can I ask a question here? If you're thinking linebacker at 2, boss, who's your linebacker you want at 44 that you'd like to take?
I mean, if
I'm not mad at linebacker at 4.
If Osai and JOK,
okay,
and I think that's possible. I think that's possible. Like, I wasn't cool with JOK at 1, but I'm super cool with him at 2, and I'm starting to finally come around to it. Like, I'm coming around to it watching Neil. You know, when I watched Neil, it helped my vision. It really did. You know what I mean? I can see the vision of JOK a little bit better. And you know, I was out on that. You know what I mean? But I'm coming around. He could fall. Like he could. Like you see the draft. Like people said DK wasn't gonna fall. He fell.
And this is a
They
wild
said
draft.
and this is a super wild draft,
Wild
especially
draft.
and I mean, they're talking even in the chat. I mean, Nick Bolton, they were talking about he was a surefire
Right.
first rounder, but we all knew this already that he wasn't going to test great, and then people were going like, oh, he's going to drop. And I was already saying, and we already talked about this, boss. That I told you, I said I like Nick Bolton, but I don't want him in no first round, and I think he's more of a later round pick.
Yep.
But because the linebacker isn't isn't great this year, he's going to get pushed up.
Right.
But really, if there was a better linebacker class, he would be dropped down. Not knocking him.
He would be like a 3.
You get what he'd be a third rounder to me. To me, and that's not no hate.
No, but look, if we get Bolton at 44, I'll sleep good that night.
I'll sleep good.
Me too.
I won't trip.
I'll be very cool. I'll be cool.
I'll be cool.
Yeah, I'll be like,
yeah. I'm like, bet that's a win.
Yeah.
So, but let me ask y'all
this.
And
I think he'll turn up in Dallas because it's another gear in him.
If you had Bolton at, let's say, if you got Bolton at 44, who will you think was your first pick at 10?
BPA.
I don't think it
one
matters.
Of the weapons.
Yeah, I don't think it matters.
Or lineman.
I'm gonna just tell y'all right now. I appreciate both of y'all for
Correct.
getting me on the train. I'm not like on that pitch train like y'all, but I mean,
man,
BJ,
I ain't on it either.
No, I didn't. I said, BJ, give me a chance,
boss.
Boss.
He said
y'all.
No. He said y'all.
I stopped.
Wait. He said y'all, boss.
I stopped it,
y'all,
I
man.
know I did, but I stopped it instantly. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you've been on the offense though, boss.
Yeah.
Because you was the one that was telling me about Jamar Chase when nobody really even talking about offense. When we was talking about this way months before, you was telling me about Jamar Chase. I was like, hell no. You feel me?
And shout out to my guy Jay Tuck. Jay Tuck is another guy. I was like, I'm pissed,
Jay
but if Chase is there, if Chase is there though, I'm like, come on now.
But
I'm not mad at that either.
We need you, BJ, and my boy Jay Tuck. I ain't lying. I got love for you, Jay Tuck. But I need y'all on the D. Smith train and Waddle and stop playing right now. I'm dead serious.
Smith is nasty, but I mean, I don't want to do him at 10. I know I listen. Listen, Smith is nasty, dog. But listen, I'm gonna tell you both right now. Look.
It's got to be Waddle.
Listen, I'm not even trying to jump on what everybody's saying about him. Okay, I'm not trying to jump on what everybody's saying about him. But boss, you know, like I know, dog. When you like 170 something pounds, unless you was lightning fast like a Deshaun Jackson, because Deshaun Jackson came in little. He was little when he came in, but that mother sucker was unearthly fast.
He outweighs Smith right now by 5 pounds.
Game. I love you, man, and I love you, BJ. Like I really do, man. I use the love word live.
Come on, Buzz.
I need y'all to trust me on this one, bro. If there's anywhere to just,
I ain't
trust
saying
your
he
boy,
ain't nasty, but I don't want to do
even
somebody that's small, dog.
Let me give you my perspective on the big game. That I'm being. This is why I'm saying, trust me. I ain't gonna lie to you. You told me to say reference my D1. You said that.
Reference
this the one time I'm gonna do it, bro.
All right.
All right. So. Guess the only time I've ever cried.
Uh-oh.
What?
Yeah, real
got
tears.
Serious. Real tears.
Real tears.
When Dak got hurt, no?
A route runner went 20 for 20 on me at practice.
Oh.
Wow.
A route runner that weighed like 160. Okay.
I'm not.
I cried the next
don't
day.
do that. Don't do that, boss. Because I know that.
I'm telling you, this is
don't do that, boss. Because I
from
know what you're
experience,
talking
bro.
No, I know what you're talking about. So don't do that, boss.
Yeah, he was in the league.
I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing, boss. But don't do that.
I'll just sit back.
It happened to my partner who played in the league for 10 years. I saw him cry. I'm telling you the truth. Route runners are underrated.
I know.
He is the best route runner since T.Y. Hilton, bro, who used to put $1,400 a year in the league.
But listen.
That would be our number 3.
Listen. All I'm saying is they're not going to do that.
Oh, okay. But
I'm
with
you. Like them, they're not going to do that.
But I'm lobbying because I want to change their mind.
I get what you're saying, but to me, just me, even if you're a dog, you have those knick-knack injuries at that size. You just do. It'll be like a little wrist injury, and they're going to take longer to heal because you're smaller.
Man, scared money don't make money, man.
That ain't about no scared money with
Yeah,
him.
man.
No, it
Yes,
ain't.
it
No,
is,
it
man.
ain't.
He got
No, it ain't.
42
No,
touchdowns.
I don't care.
What?
I would take
Scared
Jamar Chase because I want a more thickly built receiver. You said it yourself. Shannon
do.
Sharp, when you said
No, I
that, I
do.
said I feel that
I
because
do.
I want a thickly built receiver.
But you talking explosive on explosive when you say
But
them two.
Waddle is different because he's explosive. See, Smith ain't explosive like that. He not that speed. We got guys that can run routes, dog. We got route runners. We got route runners. We need speed. We need speed.
fast,
We got Amari
tried
Cooper. We
to
got
tell
route runners,
Boss.
fam. We got route runners, fam. We
I tried
need.
to-
We need.
Sure.
We
I tried-
got
What
route
did you
runners,
tell me
fam.
last
Yeah.
show? When did McCarthy
I tried to-
win
I-
the Super Bowl?
I tried to tell
We
Boss,
got route
just-
runners,
with
fam.
four
I need
receivers.
somebody when Dak can say, hike,
I'm with you.
go.
No, I'm with you. And see, that's what I'm saying. Like, my
What's up,
BPA
Miss
is
Charles?
not Pitts. My BPA is the receivers, all three. Because I'm thinking anybody at that number 4 spot. And BJ, you saw the vision. You can't lie.
No,
It was a nice
hold on.
It was a nice vision with the Green Bay 4 receivers that he won the Super Bowl with.
But for the people that wasn't there, bless them with the vision you're trying to get to, though, Boss. Tell them what you're trying to. Boss, look. I'm gonna help Boss out a little bit on this.
Help me, man. Help me.
I'm gonna help Boss out
Thank you.
what Boss is looking at here is the last time that our head coach won a Super Bowl. Okay.
Yes.
All right. And the last time that our head coach won a Super Bowl, yeah, they had a nice tight end, right? They had a nice tight end, but boy, they had 4 studs at wide receiver.
They had 4 studs. 4.
They had Greg Jennings.
Yep.
Right. They had the young stud, the
White Lightning,
the Pale Rider.
Yep. Jordy Nelson.
Right?
That was White Lightning for sure.
Yeah. Then you had
they still had Donald Driver.
Yeah, Donald Driver and
James Jones.
They had James Jones, who was super slept on with the Packers. Super slept on. He used to just get touchdowns.
Right. But here's what I told Boss on the show.
This the counter. This is the counter.
I'm not disagreeing with that.
Right.
However, Mike McCarthy ain't running the offense. It ain't his offense. They're not calling the plays. It's Kellen Moore. Hence why Pitts makes more of a difference in this offense than any of those wide receivers. As Big Game James just said, we have route runners. Like, look, I can go down. Look. We had CeeDee Lamb. He was our slot guy last year, right? Right? And he had 4 different quarterbacks throwing to him and still had over 800 yards and touchdowns. Like, we're not really helping the pot in that sense by getting another wide receiver, even though, look, and I love Chase. So look, I love all those guys. And whenever we're talking about these prospects, understand, James, Boss, me, we don't hate any of these guys. Man, we want to see these young fellas go out here.
Yeah, I don't hate none of them.
We don't hate none of them. But what we are talking about is our own 3 different perspectives of what we think the Cowboys should do to go be better, right? And we look at these 3 guys. None of them do anything that Gallup and CeeDee Lamb can't do. Then you have, not Gallup, excuse me, Amari Cooper and CeeDee Lamb, route running slot. You're good there. And then Gallup is the 9 guy, right? The big body. You're still missing that in between the hashes tight end guy. We think Jarwin can do it. He hasn't done it yet since he's been here. He got a second contract even. Why not go make that? Why not put the Infinity Gauntlet on? Let Dak, who just got paid, drop that last stone in there, grab this thing, and snap half of the NFL into ash is where I'm at.
No. Hell no.
The only guy, and the only guy I could be talked into smidgely would be Waddle with the speed because we don't have
that's all I'm saying, boss.
If it's a wide receiver, it has to be Waddle
take that from BJ.
I don't
take that.
But I don't hate on Smith. Smith has been, because listen, Smith was the dog last year. Smith was the animal last year over them receivers. Smith was the animal.
And the year before.
Yes, he's always been an animal. But what I'm saying is, Dallas has got route runners. If they're going to get anybody as a receiver right now, you need to get somebody that's can go get it, go fast. We need that element. Dallas has not had that element in a very long time.
Anthony Flash Schwartz, Auburn, 6'1". That's my guy, 4th round. Book it. Your guy next.
Oh yeah, I'm with you on that. I stay with you. And see, when team captain Pitts, the king of Pitts, the hashtag of Pitts.
Oh, here he goes.
Even considers Waddle. Everybody better pay attention, brother. I'm dead serious when I say that.
It's a different element.
BJ took a long time to even say that, okay? Which is still saying a lot. Like, that don't mean he wrong on his analysis on Pitts. But to even be sitting there like with Waddle, though, I would be cool. Listen, Waddle, I think he might be that one too.
How about this?
I'm and see, it's gonna hurt BJ. I'm telling you.
He's still little though.
Mark this day down.
He little too.
It's gonna be a day where we gonna be looking across the street saying, "Why the hell we didn't do Waddle?"
Here's the thing, because Cowboys fans and a lot of other Cowboys just said, "Why would you pass on Kelsey at 10?" And I agree with that. And again, I've already told y'all my flag's in the ground. My flag is in the ground on that. On the same token, I'll flip that question.
I don't think Dallas is going to get Waddle though.
But I'm saying I'm just going to flip the question, and I'm going to keep it on the same team. Why would you pass on Tyreek Hill at 10?
Thank you.
That's all I'm saying.
See,
J
Tuck, you not gonna do.
But here's the thing. But
I'm still team Pitt.
Okay, so let me ask y'all this. So y'all really think that Tyreek Hill, if he wouldn't have got in trouble, he would have been a top 10 pick?
Well,
we can't do that.
Right now,
I'm not because you.
But we can't do that. We can't
look at prior, I'm just saying.
We can't look at prior drafts and say, well, they would, because ESPN does this whole 3 years later, where would they be?
I know.
Everybody
I'm
says Dak would be number one.
And Cal said, if you would Water is Tariq, he's the best comp for him. He is. That's the perfect comp.
He's not big like Tariq though.
Yeah, but
he's not thick like him.
No, I'm not saying size, but his speed, his quick, he's super.
Boss, though.
He is explosive.
I know that
short area quickness like Hill.
There's different. I know that, but I'm looking at these guys. Y'all at like this is the NFL injuries. Okay, I look at injuries. All right.
I agree. Yeah.
So when I look at Tyreek Hill, he's thick. He can take some hits. When I love Waddle, I ain't gonna get mad if they do it because of that unworthy speed. But they still small guys, y'all. It just takes one little.
That's why I'm pissed.
And it takes one little hit, and instead of them staying out just a week or two, they take 5 to 6 weeks to rehab longer because they're smaller. And don't tell me that ain't true, boss.
Hold on, big game.
It's true, but receiver, I ain't worried about that.
Give me a second. We would.
If I'm at the 10th pick, I am.
Hold on. We would all agree.
At 10, yes, I am.
They talented as hell, though.
Okay, go ahead, BJ. I don't give a hell. Go ahead, BJ. Go ahead. I don't give a hell.
We would all agree that CeeDee Lamb isn't the biggest of builds, right?
No, he's not.
Right? Okay. And we saw him take kill shots and bounce up and hit you with this.
I'm a counter that one. I know that. I'm a counter that. I'm a counter that
because I agree with the injury and the small size, but some guys are just built to play football irregardless.
And that's CeeDee Lamb. When I see Waddle, I see different than CeeDee Lamb because when you seen CeeDee Lamb, and I agree with you. You knew when you saw CeeDee, even though he was slim, he was skinny big. You could tell when you seen CeeDee Lamb, he was slim.
He got up. I was like, he got up. Oh,
no, shit. I knew it because you could tell though. I mean, when you seen him in college, CeeDee, he was almost like when Randy Gregory came out of college. People were like, he's small to play that DN, but you knew Randy Gregory was small. He was strong though. You knew Randy could play that edge in the NFL, even though he was only like 245. They were like, he got to eat because he ain't going to. Yes, he could. He could still hold that point of attack because he's just a player. When I saw CD, I never thought and felt that way. A Waddle, a little bit I do, and Smith, I definitely do. Not taken away from their talent. I just don't want somebody at 10 getting broke the hell up and then you asses on the bench seat get you hurt.
I mean, and again, CeeDee Lamb, less than 6'1", less than 200 pounds.
I don't care. CD was skinny big.
I'll tell you what. If you see them, if you look at these tapes,
he like me. He like me, slim fit, big.
I was going to say though, if you looked at him running some of these drills this offseason with them tapes,
he's never going to be a guy that's going to get thicker, but he'll be slim, but he'll be big.
Yeah,
he'll be strong. He'll be cocky. Yeah. He's slim fit, nooker like me.
Yeah. But he's a little thicker though. If you go look, he's a little thicker this offseason.
Yeah, he is.
That's the one thing I love about the NFL. That 1 year, and this is why I don't get too caught up. Now, Connor Williams is the one bugaboo, if you will. With the strength and the size, because that 1 year, once you're from college and then that offseason to NFL, boy, that big jump happens. Connor Williams, I mean, now, boss, I know you talked to me before about Connor's working with a special coach and everything.
No, I will want him to.
Yeah,
but
this with Connor Williams, they should if they want to do if they do that lineman stuff, do some packaging deals with Connor if you could. You feel me? Do some because I like Connor McGovern. I don't care what anybody says. Yep. I still like Connor McGovern. Yes. I feel like he played just as good as Connor freaking Williams did and he was only really a rookie. And he's a natural guard than Connor Williams is. He's a natural guard. He's a natural mauler. I'm not saying could he be the future? He's good. I think he's good. But if you still can get one of them talents, still get them. And you know what's going to be funny? And me and my guy Mike White talked about this. The 1 year since Tyron Smith is always hurt, though, when they draft that lineman, if they draft that lineman early, watch his ass be healthy for the next 3 years.
Man, my boy Jay Tuck came on this show and said all this slander. My boy Jay Tuck came on the show and said all this pit slander for D. Smith. Man, y'all gonna stop disrespecting Mr. 42 touchdowns. Y'all not finna just minimize 42 touchdowns.
Boston took off the shades. Hold up. You get my mic back.
I'm not minimizing it. Hey, Smith is nasty, but I'm sorry, dog. I'm sorry.
I'm good at 10.
I'm not doing that at 10, dog. And Smith is nasty. It's not taking anything away from Smith. But for what Dallas needs, I don't think for what Dallas is going with, that's when you got Gallup leaving, I don't want another tiny guy up in there at that early. Now, if I got just like what we was talking about with Richie Grant and them, maybe you might not like a Grant early, but if you got him later, you're like, oh, okay, I'm feeling good about that. I ain't mad at that pick now. You get what I'm saying? So that's all I mean. But we know Smith ain't going to drop that far because of what he did in college.
Let me ask you one more question. If you could just eliminate the size issue, what would be your thoughts of him at 10?
Oh, I'll be all on his ass if I can eliminate some of that damn size, but he little.
See, I saw you shake your head no, BJ. How in the hell did you get a 190?
Now I don't know why you shaking your head no, BJ. The only thing should stop you.
Because I'm going to tell you why. Because what is he going to do that Amari doesn't give me already? Or CeeDee Lamb? What is he going to give me? Even if he's bigger.
If he was bigger?
He gonna give you more than Pitts. That's what he gonna give you.
No,
he gonna give you more than Pitts.
How many touchdown catches you get from your tight end position last year out of 70 attempts his way? How many did they give you? How's that red zone look?
Now look, not even that. Now hold up. Not even that. This is where I'm gonna jump on your train, BJ. And on this is Boss, because I'm gonna say this. Now, Boss, you know, even before we even talked about draft, even last year. What have I been saying, even on Twitter, that Dallas, even when they had Jarwin and Schultz, this was when the season was going on. I still said Dallas needs speed at tight end. We can go back to all my shows. And I kept on saying Dallas, I like the two tight ends, but I kept on saying Dallas still needed speed at tight end because Dallas always draft those certain type of tight ends. You feel me? And Dallas has not gotten with the times with this type of a tight end. And I felt like Dallas need to get with the times because they always get the same type of tight end. You feel me? The Jarwins, the Schultz, the Hickey, whatever the hell his name is. They get those same type of tight ends. I felt like it's time for Dallas. It's time for them to upgrade and hit that route of the tight end and get them a fast guy to really work with Dak. And that's where I said last year that needs to happen. So that's why I would be cool with Pitts because you need that type of speed at tight end. Dallas don't have it.
Love it. I love it. Shout out to
Did you like that?
Y'all what I fear.
Did you like that, BJ? There you go.
No, and let me tell you.
I love that. Hold on, big game. Let me grab this mic. I loved it. I loved it.
Yeah.
See, check this. This is the vision that scares me about Pitts. All right.
Why are you so
At
scary?
his best. Because tight end is scary. We went through the details the last show.
Well, okay.
Man, every
wide
tight
receivers are
end that was
scary.
in the first round have been a bust or trending to bust.
Okay, well,
We
look
get
how,
that.
I get it, but
We get
So
that.
I should be at 10 afraid of
so we're
what's
scared of-
consistently failing.
Hey, we're scared of 10,
that.
period. Let's keep it a buck. We're
No, in certain positions that's more sure.
Hold on. The first round last year, much better than the first round this year. And here we are. I mean, it's scary.
Right, it's scary, but that's why I'm saying my bigger case is there are more solid for sure picks to make that transition.
No.
No. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
I told you.
Listen, everybody, listen. I'm telling the truth. I see the whole Pitts crew is here. I'm outnumbered, but I'm bold as hell. And I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm telling everybody the truth. I'm not lying when I tell
D. Smith
you
is going to be good in the pros.
Want D. Smith in the slot over
D. Smith is
Pitts.
going to have. Listen,
I agree.
D. Smith is going to have a good pro career. I believe he is.
Especially
I think he's
when he's in Miami with Tua throwing the ball to him.
Yeah, I think. But I'm gonna just keep it real. This is all I'm saying. All I'm saying about this. If that dude drops, all I'm saying is if he is there at 10, boss.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, boss. If he happens to come at 10, dog, come on, dog.
We should
come
do
on
it without blinking.
We
should
do
it
because we need that. I just feel like Dallas. Like I said, I've been saying this since last season, and I think Tuck said it as well. Dallas always want them damn Witten clones. I don't want to see that shit no more at tight end. I don't want to see no more of that Witness shit because when what did I tell you about Schultz? He's Witness.
See, I can't fight truth. See, whenever you tell pure truth, I gotta go with you on that. See, this is also not going with Pitts in this draft, meaning you go likely have those types. So you really got one chance in this draft to get
to change that narrative.
Like you really do. Like change the narrative. One thing about Pitts, the Pitts pick that I'm not gonna fight. The rarity of him.
There's one other tight end from the U.
Yeah, Smith.
Young and hurt.
Smith.
Young and hurt, but could be that kind of guy
that make plays in the league. I agree.
But boss,
that's the safer pick.
Hold on, you walked into this show. You walked into this show after we talked about the generational, don't throw it around, and immediately said generational was Sewell. So now with this pick gets in, I'm gonna go ahead and fall back off of what we did last show. Since you brought up the generational, Pitts is generational.
Whoa! Okay,
just said it. No tight end pick to the top 5 since Ditka. TJ Hawkinshaw 8, right? Okay, hold on now. Well,
no,
we got two. We got 2 at 6. We got Vernon Davis, and we got who's my other guy? Kellen Winslow Jr. at 6. He's going to go. Look, as I'm talking about Pitts at
and 10, Kellen Winslow Jr. was nasty. He just messed his whole damn career up. He was nasty.
Yeah, especially with the motorcycle and
dog. If he wouldn't have had that incident, Kellen Winslow was going to be nasty.
Would have been a monster. So
and I think they just used Vernon Davis wrong.
I'll look in even
the story of tight end.
Did a lot of stuff. What I will say is, I can do the story of any position you want to in the top 10 if we really want to go there.
But look,
let's say I'm in on this, and you got it because I'm gonna. I gotta get some. I got some coconut tea in here. I'm gonna end it on this. No team pro day before or after have asked him to play wide receiver, and that was Boss trying to corner me on this show with the tight end wide receiver thing. He's a weapon. We talked about 40 times. I don't believe his 40 from the pro day. We know what's going on. Right. But Rob Gronkowski, go look it up, ran a 4.7. Look how he did lined up outside and in the slot as well. I think if you think Gronkowski was the evolution of the tight end position, I don't think you would deny that. And now we have these other guys, and they're great. I think Kyle Pitts is the next coming of that. It's better to be early than late to the show, is what I'm telling you. And the Cowboys are very late. If Pitts is on the board, I don't care who is there. Put any of them up there. I'm taking Pitts. Yes, Waddle gives us a different dimension wide receiver wise. I'm like, okay, I'm cool if we take Waddle. But for me, with this team and what we're looking at to go to the next level offensively with a healthy Dak, if you put Pitts in this rotation, I ain't talking about this Kelsey, Waller, all these other things everyone want to talk about. I think that Pitts is the Calvin Johnson of tight ends. And I'll leave and y'all can trash me. And I'll go.
You hurt my heart that
I love you, though, boss.
all
I
these
love you,
hours to drink all that Kool-Aid.
Boss, you came here with Sewell being generational. Sewell is great, but he's not generational. If you're going to put generational on Sewell, then you better best believe after the Capital G on your show, I'm putting generational.
You done got me. You done woke me up now, bro.
Let's go. Let's go.
Look,
let's go, bro. I'm so big game. You better jump in, man.
I'm just like, I ain't even tripping. All I told y'all is this. If you got that guy there, you get him. But one other thing too, I want speed at the tight end position. You get what I'm saying? And people were trying to tell me, and I don't care what people, but Jarwin ain't slow, but he ain't fast. Okay, he moves more like a gazelle than one of them fast ass tight ends. He's just not that fast guy. And Dallas needs speed at the position. And I'm tired of getting into the Whitnish guys. When I saw Schultz, he was Whitnish. He reminds me of Witten. Remember,
same stats he put up this year, same stat, identical.
He's not going to go in. What you see of Schultz, that's what he is. And even when you see Jarwin, I think he trends up a little higher, but I don't think he's going to be, his ceiling is so freaking crazy great. You feel me? Jarwin will be good, but there's just certain players that you need to get that you like, this ceiling is high, like a Schultz. Remember Dallas had a tight end a couple years ago and they cut him because they were still had Witten on the roster and they were trying. He played good in the preseason and they cut him. He was a pass catching tight end and they still wanted to go with them slow ass run 5 yards to do a curl and catch it. I don't want that shit no more.
Hey, James, whenever Witten left, went to Monday Night Football with that great look, and he had that great piece. Like LeBron should hit my guy Witten up for that piece he got, right? Who was the starting tight end? Because Jarwin was on this roster. Who was the starting tight end that
year? And he was on Witten pace. I see where you're going.
So if Jarwin can't beat out a Swan whenever Witten's gone, now y'all think if Swan was on this roster, do you think Pitts is the number one guy? Stop elevating these guys because they have the star on their helmet. Y'all want to elevate him because he should be number one. He's the number one guy. We're fine because he has the star on the helmet. He couldn't beat out Jeff Swan from UT. Go look up his UT numbers if you want to. Go look up his UT tape. Go see what he did in Jacksonville once he left. Yes, I know where he went after he left. Go tell me what Swan did.
I'm a Texas fan.
Right. What? And Jarwin couldn't beat him out then? It wasn't like Jarwin was a rookie, but we should be okay. Our tight end position's fine. Got it. Noted.
I feel you. I ain't mad at that good one. That's some good shit what you just said. And I mean, to me, that's real shit. And I think Isaac Hampton, did he say in there, he said, if you got Pitts over offensive lineman, you're crazy. That's not crazy because this is what you really need to look at. This is a damn good draft for offensive tackles.
Yeah,
you really better look at this. Is a deep ass draft for tackles, dog. It's a deep ass draft for tackles.
Watch this. Final four teams in the NFL. NFC Championship, AFC Championship. Go look how many first round draft picks were on those offensive lines, and then come back to the party. And Pitts can block, Dallas Lee. You're looking at the wrong tape.
Yeah, he can block. I've seen he's a willing blocker. He doesn't.
There you go.
He's willing. And here's my thing: if you're gonna say that, then you got Jarwin. He don't do shit as blocking, so don't even mention that. You get what I'm saying? And we all know that when they had block, we seen on tape Blake Jarwin getting his ass kicked in blocking.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Mark my words. I'm telling you, you heard it here first. If Pitts don't go to Dallas, he will be a bust. Atlanta is his best chance of not being a bust. But Atlanta in Dallas is if he don't go to those places.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what, if BJ and them put all this damn pressure on Pitts, y'all fools for that. Because y'all
no,
put
I already said
no,
that
no,
too. I
no,
said it on
hold on. Now let
I
me
said it
speak.
on Boss.
Y'all hold on. I'm gonna speak because y'all done put all this damn pressure on Pitts.
Yes.
Pitts. Y'all putting him in the Hall of Fame. I feel
Yep.
bad for you, Pitts, if you come to Dallas. I feel bad. I love you if you came
No, he
here,
gonna be
but I
okay in
feel
Dallas.
bad for you. I feel bad for you because, bruh, if they did all that shit with Taco, they did all that shit. Your dog, 1,800 yards, 27 touchdowns, no drop catches, 92 receptions, all pro, all everything, all rookie. Because if you don't make all that your first year in Dallas, they're gonna go nuts.
Wait,
600 yards.
No, let's be clear.
But about 8 touchdowns.
Hold on. Let's be clear.
That's not bad.
You've never heard me put any kind of numbers on him. What he's going to do here in Dallas.
I know, but
now,
you've been
you've been
on him, so don't do that.
Wait.
I love it.
I gotta do this. I feel this out, dude.
You should have did this on my show, man.
Look, so here's what I told Boss. I said, I told Boss on this show, I was like, hey, if he's not all pro year one, it's going to be a bust.
Yes,
like that's where it's at. But that's not.
That's
just
what I'm
us.
saying.
Wait. But don't put that on us YouTubers that were ahead of the curve.
I'm putting it on y'all.
I'm okay, but you have the Mache's of the world that got him number 2 overall in the draft, not number 2 tied in.
His ass
number
too.
2 prospect.
But we still blame you, BJ, for being ahead of the
y'all
curve.
because you the one jumped in there.
Okay,
you was ahead of the curve, and you and the other one. So so don't try to run from it now. You put him in the Don't try to run from it now. Don't run from it now.
I'm not going to. So y'all, so low key, y'all don't think if Pitts is here, he's going to put up bigger numbers than Schultz last year. That's all he's got to do.
He's going to be sick. That's going to be bad.
No, that ain't all he got to do. At 10, he got to do more.
He got to do more than
that at 10.
He got to do 900 minimum. And about 8 touchdowns.
No less than 60 catches. No, 70 catches, 60 to 70.
So wait. Because we're saying he's the greatest. Are we saying that about if we could take a wide receiver there?
Yes, that's what we saying.
That receiver got to be at 10.
Yes, if you
got to produce, you know that, BJ.
In here,
that's why I don't want a corner at 10.
That's
why I don't want a corner at 10. That's why I don't want a corner at 10.
James, that was the Boss set a lot of traps. I set a trap for James for Boss to if he walked through it or not.
Traps. You just waited till my boy show to fall in them. You didn't fall into him in my show. You waited till my boy show to fall in them shows.
I'm telling you now. Pitts is going to get you 70 catches.
Okay.
What's a double digit? Schultz said
what's Jarwin going to get with that money?
Well, he can't beat out Swam. I don't know. And he can't get on the field.
Well, but they love some Jarwin. He got a contract.
We love that game in New York from him, didn't we? Boy, that game in New York was fire.
I'm just saying, you feel me? I'm just saying, BJ, you get. I'm just saying what because he's coming back. Because he's coming back. You know they signed him that contract, and we know now. We know how the Cowboys are when you get contracts and you re-sign a contract, and they feel like, well, we just signed this contract. He got to get the ball. We do know that's true in Dallas.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, we got to see. We got to see with this new head coach though. A little bit.
But we also know that even with the head coach there, we still know that they will put their hands in there and don't fucking matter what the coach say if they put their hands in there, right?
So are we just going to move the coach? Are we just going to move the post? So you're saying if Pitts gets drafted, he's going to split time. He's not going to be a starter.
No, I'm not saying he's not going to be he better be a starter at 10.
That's what I'm asking. No, that's what I'm asking because we're talking
damn
about
sure Schultz is only a 4th rounder. Because
we talking real now. We talking real now. Yeah, we talking money, but we also talking real. You got you got 4 times to get him on. I'll let you go. I'm sorry.
No, I'm saying because we're talking money. Don't take a wide receiver. Don't take an offensive lineman. Don't take a tight end because the money's going to dictate to you that they're not going to get on the field. If we're going on that realm, and look, not that you're wrong, it's happened here. Look, there's times that Francis Bernard should have been on the field last year. Those are facts, especially in passing downs. We know that. We've talked about that.
Francis but if we're doing not that good.
See, but you opened up something.
He can't be no worse than Geno Smith in pass coverage.
All right, let me say it like
Go
this,
ahead, boss.
because I think you're making a good point, but I want to also kind of rebut it just a little bit, just on what Big Game James just said, and that example. If you do get Pitts, you know he go come in as tight end number 2, right? At the most, we run, you
No
know what I'm
star
saying?
on the helmet, right? Got to earn a star, right?
Right. So, but if you do get a receiver, he's automatically starting at 3 and 4 and certain packages. He go get just as many or more snaps than
Wait.
Pitts just on personnel.
You think a rookie wide receiver is going to automatically get bumped over Gallup before a rookie tight end gets bumped over Jarwin?
No. I said he's gonna
Hit me out.
automatically be in some packages for sure the number 3 for sure. He's gonna automatically be the starting number 4 if they come out there in a 10. Automatically. And I'm saying because of the combination of them creating opportunities for their new weapon and the package of 10, he's gonna get just as many reps and opportunities as would Pitts or more. I'm saying a receiver would.
Okay. Well, I mean, we can talk about the 12
here's the
package
thing.
but I mean, I think you draft Pitts. He's going to be the.
I don't think they're going to draft a receiver at 10.
No.
They're going to either.
They should though.
I think Pitts would be the guy if he's there, but they're not. Dallas is not going to draft a receiver, in my opinion, at 10 because they love Gallup still. I know that they definitely should, but they still in love with Gallup, and they're going to look at. We don't want to hurt Gallup's feelings. I just feel that way. That's how they do it. You get what I'm saying?
Are we forgetting about Wilson though? And what said Wilson could do as well, right behind him, and what he did.
I'm forgetting about him.
You forgetting about him? I'm just saying, played pretty damn good.
He did
when he had his opportunities.
Yeah,
and that's why I'm like, to me, it's not so much Gallup leaving the building. It's like, well, man, we got Wilson right here, and what we saw him do, and maybe we see him get more of an opportunity, and we don't want to draft a guy to hurt his opportunity. I'm just saying that's a possibility.
I don't think Wilson's that
bad. I hope
bad.
they don't think that, but he's solid. Like he's a
solid,
number
but
4.
he's not no number 2 or number 3. Yeah, like he said.
Yeah, but he's a solid number 4.
He
but
can
like,
come in at a pinch.
If because see what it is, it's crazy in a good way. We all arguing 2 good ideas. That's what's happening. It's hard to win 2 good ideas. You definitely know the touchdown advantage is with Pitts if you get him. You do want to close the gap on touchdowns to yards on this team. Nobody will ever be able to fight that point when BJ make that. You get the points edge when you get a Pitts. You get an overall production and mismatch major disadvantage if you get the weapons. You also get an element that you haven't ever had with Waddle, that short area quickness and elite speed
over the top, yeah,
and over the top. So it's like nobody gonna really win this war, but it's just a matter of really. This is an imperfect science we trying to figure out of which one is going to give us the biggest net gain. Because I'm looking at. We go definitely get more yardage out of our number 4 receiver. We definitely gonna have to account for a Watt if he on the field. That's gonna open up everything, but you got to do the same with Pitts.
Look, at 10, if we stay at 10, y'all, it's either gonna be an offensive lineman.
Yeah.
If Pitts is there, it's gonna be Pitts.
Yeah.
Or it's gonna be a corner. I think those are the 3 positions that Dallas is gonna draft. If they stay at 10. Those are the 3 positions I think will be drafted at 10. Offensive tackle, corner, or what else did I say?
Lineman.
Or tight end. Pitts, not tight end. Pitts. Because they ain't going to do tight end.
Why wouldn't they get a receiver, Big Game James, when you know Gallup also is on the 1 year? So
because
that's when you want to do that.
I just said that. Because Dallas don't think like that. I've been telling you, look at team get rid of Gallup. Not trying to team get rid of Gallup, but team, and this is last year, people like, oh, well, the salary cap's going to be going up. They ain't paying that mother sucker no. You be crazy to be paying him 16, 17 million years of number 2. Even if the shit did skyrocket up.
Let's go real quick on that. One,
I still wouldn't do that.
Okay, I hear that. One, you want to be everything on this year, right? And be full steam ahead this year.
That's why they're going to do it.
And we know that Stephen Jones's team comp pick if you're not going to get anything higher than a 3rd round pick for Gallup, you might as well just keep him.
They are going to just do it. They're going to let it happen.
Right.
2, he does bring something to the wide receiver group that nobody else does, because even whenever they got hurt, Noah Brown came in during the game. They tried to target him against the Washington no-name football team.
No, and San Fran.
And San Fran, yeah. It was just not good, right? So there's that. But with that being said, on the back end, what we have to understand with this money going up, and we saw some money like, oh, wow, he got paid this. Then we saw some like, wow, that's all he got paid. Right. When the money comes in, a true to life number 2, and as I always say when it comes to Gallup, he played in the SEC, he'd been a 1st round draft pick. These number 2s are going to start getting paid 16, 17 million a year. We have to be ahead of the curve here. Big game. It's going to happen. Look, if you don't want it to happen, and that's fine. Look, it's not. I understand your standpoint of it. I do. I get it.
That don't make sense to me.
But it's going to happen, though.
It may happen, but that don't mean you still do it.
Okay, well, they're going. Look, every team's going
draft the receiver.
You keep drafting receivers, dog, every year, just like you draft an edge player every year.
I get it, but number 2s are going to get paid 16, 17. Look, Sammy Watkins,
and that's not smart.
Million.
Right, so and guess what? And what is Sammy Watkins? You paying Sammy Watkins $18 million to go somewhere else?
Won a Super Bowl. Went to a Super Bowl.
I'm gonna ask you that again, BJ.
I hear you. You're not paying.
Are you paying Sammy Watkins? Are you paying Sammy Watkins $18 million a year as a second?
It's not about the climate.
Yes or no? Just yes or no?
No, in the old CBA, no, I'm not. In the old CBA,
the new CBA, you would.
But in the new CBA and what's going to happen? Yes, because he's a number 2. Those are the things that are going to. Well, then, dadgummit, stop calling Stephen Jones baby nuts, because here you are being Stephen Jones.
I'm not being Stephen Jones. I'm not being Stephen Jones.
That's what's going to happen. Like
I'm not. I'm my nuts is hanging because I'm not paying Gallup that money. I got big nuts over here. I'm trading. You don't see these nuts because I'm willing dealing that bitch. Yeah, I got big nuts. I got big nuts. I got big nuts.
Love you.
Ain't no baby nuts over here. BJ, I got big balls.
Go on, bust him back, BJ, now, because he done.
I had to get him.
I got big balls. I'll get in that bitch and all kind of wheeling dealing that motherfucker. I ain't got no heart.
So big game. So basically, what you're saying is we're on the same page, man. And we're receive at 10, not bad. If you're looking at it on a 1-year deal, you won't like it. But if you look at it over a 4 to 5 year deal with that 5th year option, and Gallup possibly saying bye-bye, 18 million to Gallup, or going with the young killer that's gonna be with us 4 years, makes sense to me. Sound like I'm up something. Sound like I'm telling the truth. I just want my friends to say it. I want my boy Big Game James to say it, and I want Team Pitts to become Team D Smith. That's what I need, and Team Waddle. That's what I need.
You can always get receivers, not even if you get them top guys, and you can still this
4th round.
There's fast guys later on. I ain't doing that shit. I ain't doing that shit, dog.
Scary Terry, FSU, tall guy, speed. Scary Terry.
There's plenty of. I ain't doing that.
I'm
not. Gallup's a dog, but I'm not doing that. Even if that cap go up, that don't make no sense to me when you can keep flipping these receivers. Again, it's going to happen, but that don't mean it's a smart thing to do. It don't matter if it's going to happen. It don't matter. Make it smart.
But what we have to understand, though, James, is this: the CBA went up for these other players, not the superstars, to get more money of the pie.
I ain't hating on that.
That's what I'm saying. So we can't look at it in the traditional way that these numbers are golden anymore, nothing like that. They signed the CBA for a particular reason, for everybody to get more piece of the pie, and these number 2 guys are going to get more money. If you don't want the Cowboys to do that, man, bro, so be it. I'm not mad at you. All I'm saying is, as a collective in Cowboys Nation, no matter what we do in-house, what we have to understand is all these numbers are going to go up. You're going to see numbers the next 2-3 years for a guy that gets signed that's not going to play 50% of the time, and be like, holy shit, we signed X player back in the day that was a Pro Bowler, the same money, right? Because, I mean, again, think about this.
Yeah, that's for sure.
They just gave Dak, they just paid Dak more money than Jerry Jones gave to buy the Cowboys.
Right.
And that's all I'm saying.
Way worse. It's going to be way worse. You're right.
That's all I'm saying. I'm saying.
But at the same time,
you got to be smart with your money.
and both of y'all are really saying, you know, y'all really are both saying we should go receiver.
No,
That's what both of you are saying,
Hold
bro.
on.
I don't
Let me get
mind.
my
Look, I don't mind
boss.
receiver.
No,
Look, if you got dogs out there like that, if
no,
you had
boss.
Jamar Chase fall to you, you know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
ain't mad at that. I'm like, do that and then get to flipping and making moves. You get what I'm saying? Get to doing that. But if but
Can I?
I'm just here's my thing. I'm going from Dallas's brains point, not from what
Yeah.
I like. That's what I
Right.
say. So
With you.
Right.
that's why I say we can like all these players, but what is Dallas really going to do? And in my heart, what Dallas is really going to do, they're going to look at that damn tackle position at 10 if they don't move, or they looking heavily at that corner. Them is the two spots I feel like they are really going to look at. And if Pitts is there, they'll do it. If like a Jamar Chase, I think they will consider it. But I don't think they're even looking at no Waddle or
If
Smith, in my opinion.
if
Just
look,
me.
and I'm with you because if they get here's the thing, and let's tie the knots for everybody here. Had they touched Amari's contract yet? Yes or no?
No.
No. But before June 5th next year, they can leave. They can leave Amari's contract with no money against the cap. They can. So if Jamar Chase was there, it's not so much about Gallup. And I'm only going to use Jamar Chase in this instant.
Oh,
If Jamar Chase is there in the Cowboys organization, look, I'll say from my standpoint, and maybe we should always talk about that a little bit for clarity. My view is next year, how do we get to 6? I know the front office doesn't do that. They're looking down the pipeline. I try to balance it. I'm with James a little bit. I try to balance it a little bit, but I'm looking for how we get to 6, right? They're not looking to draft a wide receiver to replace Gallup if they're going to go wide receiver. They're looking for a wide receiver to replace Amari so they can get out of the contract, is where we're at. Now, if we switch the conversation to that, man, take Smith and Waddle out of here. That's not what they do. It's only Jamar Chase that you can draft and say, okay, I'm going to let Amari up out this door come next season.
Oh no, I can't let you get away with that one.
Okay.
And we gonna have to debate this one with
Okay.
my evidence because I see because it would take a while to really break this down. But I got all the evidence that you would want D. Smith exactly now because I did a real breakdown on what I call disciples versus saviors, where you have to come. You remember that? And so the success rate of a receiver coming in and being a number one is only 5%. But the success rate of them coming in to be the number 2 and number 3 and transitioning to the number 1 is 95%.
Right.
So before Gallup gets out the building and before
Amari.
Cooper potentially gets
You
out the
got 1 year.
building.
You only got 1 year though.
Yeah, but you still, it's almost like what happened with Gallup. We didn't see the best of Gallup to Cooper. So he falls into that as well, to where, and you will hopefully have by that
Cooper
time
ain't no.
Lamb trying to emerge, right?
Lamb
As you
can be a
still waiting
number
on your young guy, yeah.
not
As you
Gallup.
still waiting on your young guy to get his, because when you process the receivers in that way, you get a better career out of them. That's why you got to think receiver earlier than late. If you're trying to get a receiver when you need a receiver, likely it's not going to work. And if you look at it, and that's why I got to break this down, like in terms of history of receivers, because it's a long history. And that's why I knew Green Bay history, because they continually do that. They always get the receiver at least 2 years before that other receiver legs fall off.
Pittsburgh as well.
Pitt the best at it.
Yeah, the Pitt's best at it. You're right.
Yeah, I mean, but isn't that smart football? What you do with your team every year, you always think ahead of the curve. If you see a player that, just like with Tyron Smith, I was been saying that about him. They should have been doing that years earlier. But what does Dallas do? They don't want to mess with these players' egos, y'all, and y'all should know that. They worry about hurting these players' feelings, and they won't do them smart things. We're dealing with the Cowboys and small nuts and shit. You feel me? And neutered Jerry and shit. If we really talking about it, that's what really the hell goes on now. So we got to talk reality, that when we talk all these scenarios, Dallas don't do that. When they start doing that shit, then I'll jump on the scenarios. We talked about all these scenarios with free agency, and guess what the fuck happened? Excuse my language. The same old shit.
Yep.
It was the same way. Okay.
Same.
So when we talking about these scenarios, we can't talk about them when I'm not seeing the difference. Okay. Stephen Jones said this is what we're doing in free agency, and I ain't changing from it. Has he? No. He been the same what he said. So it'd be real odd to me to see them go at a receiver when they worry about hurting people's feelings in Dallas Cowboys house. They still talking to mother sucking Sean Lee about, do you still want to play some goddamn football?
I mean,
Folks, are we
that's
still
a hold up on
right?
KJ. That's a hold up on KJ right now.
That's the hold up on KJ. Oh my
God. We can say
boy,
that. Oh, hold on. We can say that.
I know, but
y'all can say that.
It did hit my mind.
It's
though.
about that
At least hit my
motherfucking money
mind.
too. It's about them nuts money. So he ain't showing nuts.
It's a 1 and 2 year deal in there as well. I don't know who wants what side, but I know for sure it's between the 1 and 2 year deal. Look, I would hope. Look, I would hope the Cowboys were winning for 2 years, and he's kind of maybe saying I want to play for one. Man, look, give him a 3-year deal. The third year is voidable. Give him 8.8 per year, and let's rock.
He ain't doing that shit.
Damn it! I'm just saying.
I know, but I'm sorry. I'll just show me because you shouldn't be talking to Sean Lee no more. You get what I'm saying? That's why I'm still thinking it's just the same.
Right.
We still in the same. We still in the same thinking. If you still draft, you still getting the free agents, and you still talking to Sean Lee.
I told you way back when Sean Lee saw this scheme. It's like, man, it's my kind of party.
I know that, but BJ. The fact I don't give it should be like they did with Witten. McCarthy should be like, thank you, but hey, if you want to get on this staff, let's go ahead and do that. But this is what the route we're going. Show them nuts. Get a KJ right in here and say, guess what? If you want this 1 year deal for 9 or 10, let's mother suck and do it. And then when you get on this mother sucking team, LVE, Jalen Smith, and if we draft a linebacker, you mother suckers is on blast. I don't care if you was drafted in 2016 or 2018. We may have been wrong. And if we get these guys in the building, we were wrong. We effed up. That's what I want the Cowboys to start doing here. When they draft somebody and they don't feel like it's the right guy, just say we fucked up and go ahead and draft somebody else and keep it moving. It's okay. Stop trying to press Jalen Smith in there forever. Stop trying to press LVE in there because y'all say, oh, we drafted them. We drafted them. Okay. We need to make sure we see this shit through.
Look, hold on. I'll rebuttal there on the linebackers a little bit. And what I'll say is 2018 was amazing, right? We're like, oh,
no, it wasn't.
2022 was pretty damn good. It was better.
It was good. It was not amazing.
But they thought 2019 was a down year. They thought new defensive coordinator was going to bring them back. It didn't happen. They brought a new defensive coordinator in there. They've already signed Neal to play linebacker. If they bring in KJ, right, that's 2 linebackers, they're going to draft a third guy. The room is on notice. And also, they're not picking up the 5th-year deal on LVE, excuse me. So, no, I mean, I get it. You know, some of this is business as usual, right? When it comes to the Cowboys, we know we know what we signed up for. But we had to at least. Here's what we have to do: we have to call what's right for the organization versus whatever the hell it is they're going to do. We do try to balance that in between, but on the same token, we have to put it up there for what we think and what we're talking about what should be right for the organization versus
BJ.
And also, I want to say, until I said nuts. James didn't bring up nuts tonight, but since then, I think we're about 15 or 16. Love it.
Hey, but
listen,
real quick, I do have some optimism a little bit about us doing BPA or real BPA, whether it could be receiver, tight end, or whatever, right? The reason being is because last year was so epically successful with BPA. You see what I'm saying? It was so epically successful where we usually would have picked Chase on. That would have been our pick last year. We would have picked him. But we went with Lamb, and then Lamb snowballed into Diggs. And, oh, damn, we was willing to do that in the first. And then that snowballed into Gallimore. Damn, we was willing to do that in the second. And then that snowballed into Biotish and all those and Anah.
Gallimore the third.
So I'm saying with all of that success at BPA, how is that not at the forefront of your mind?
Right.
I can see. That's why I have a little bit of hope of them making a pick that might be just the best pick.
Yeah, and Steven even talked about it during Deck's, press conference.
Yeah.
Of hey, You have to be open-minded, or you don't get a CeeDee Lamb.
Lamb.
And the thing about it is, maybe CeeDee Lamb made them open their eyes.
Right.
Unlike
With
before.
Diggs.
And they're like, oh, we got CeeDee Lamb. The word was, whoever you want to believe during the draft shows and 105.3 that the Cowboys were talking about, they wanted to trade up for Diggs. They sat with Diggs. They sat and got Gallimore, right? They said they had the second round grade on Gallimore. And look, and I'm hard pressed to think if Gallimore was in this draft, does he not go late first, maybe early to mid second in this draft?
With a 4.7? Yes.
Come on, right? So there's that. And that's the difference between last draft and this draft. I think there's a lot more top end than low end as it is this draft. But on the same side of that, then you trade up with the Eagles to get Tyler Biadasz, right? So you did things the right way. What we're waiting for here in Cowboys Nation, will they do it the second time? And here's the biggest argument about 10, because whether you believe is the right thing at the second time around, and also, will they do it?
Right. Why the hell you wouldn't? And see, because you counting still, if you want to be technically and reaching, but I'm gonna count them anyway. You got 5 damn starters in 1 year in one draft. I just don't see how you abandon that. I just don't see. Damn, you got 5 starters, and I would say at least 4 are gonna be extra solid. Diggs, Lamb, Anai, Gallimore, at least 4 solid. Still, is it a great swing? You can just sit back now for the next 3 years and be like, his rookie year alone prepared him for a lifetime of swing, right? So you can chill on swing for a little while after you get this old man out of here, Ty, right? After he served his time, man. That's where 10. I won't be surprised, and I'm gonna keep lobbying for.
But fellas,
depending on who there, D. Smith, Pitts,
fellas.
Fellas.
Dallas ain't never had a problem with no goddamn offense, okay? We ain't never had a problem with offense. Dallas been drafting great in offense. Been doing hella great with offensive drafts. I ain't never doubting Dallas when they draft offense. They do God graciously well.
Well, whenever they traded,
and that's what
whenever they traded back from Floyd, defensive tackle from Florida, and they took Travis Frederick at 30. They're like, oh my God, you could have got Travis Frederick in the 3rd round.
Yeah,
there were some people that like I said, I've said it. Dallas has done great in the draft offensively. As I said before, they need to get defense up in that building and figure that out, mainly in my opinion. And when the guys that they brought in on defense, they're okay. Okay. So you're telling me when you got a Brent Irvin, a Basham, and a Carlos Watkins, right? Those are just average guys. So you're telling me that
don't leave out Keenan O'Neal and KZ.
I'm talking about the front line.
Yes, I like
front 7. Okay,
I'm talking about
seven.
the front line first. Okay,
Gotcha.
So the front line, you're telling me that you didn't get nobody really in that you didn't get nobody dynamic. So you're telling me, D-Law, you better have a motherfucking career year.
Well,
hold up, Randy Gregory. You're hoping that trajectory is going to go good, and you're hoping that Gallimore and Hill are going to do it. You're hoping that, right?
Right.
You're hoping that, right, BJ?
Hoping.
You're hoping.
I feel good about it.
You don't have anything.
Feel good about it.
You might feel good about it, but you don't have nobody guaranteed. They say when you get a free. When you get these dog free agents, we talked about this, BJ and Boss. When you get them,
close it.
You pay for those guys because they've been done it. You pay that money for them because you ain't guessing with them because you've seen it and that's why you pay for it. You are still hoping that Hill and Gallimore take that next step. If they don't, then what?
Well,
you got average guys.
The second round of free agency would be the hope, then, B.
Yeah, no.
There ain't never no second round. Free agency is done when Dallas.
Just okay.
Oh, I got
no. I agree. I don't disagree here. What they're doing is betting on their guys that they drafted. Gallimore, as you call him, Gallimonster, takes that second year jump. Right. We saw some flashes from Hill in the second year.
That's
and be clear. Hill is young.
Yeah.
Right. So there's that.
Hill.
He's young.
Yeah, he ain't hit his grown man body. You're looking for Gallimonster to make that jump. He will.
And look, and even on Twitter, I said, look, Drawn Reed was 28. If you signed him and got him in here, he's your best. He's still look. Dalvin Thompson was the guy, but he was a year younger. But either way, Reed, forget the 1 tech, 3 tech, whatever tech you want to put on him. He's the best defensive tackle you have. Those are facts. They didn't do it. Now everybody says, "Oh my God, the Chiefs got him for 1 year, $7 million, 5 mil guaranteed." Well, that doesn't mean he would sign the same contract here in Dallas.
Because he's because ain't nobody doing the hometown discount in Dallas because you ain't won shit.
There you go.
Hey,
That's
low
fair.
key, high key.
Cowboy
Marty.
And what that means is they PFF and analytics, right? Urban, and as I said, I think people are going to fall in love with Urban. He's a rotational guy. However, he's very good against the run. When you look at the Bashams and what they've done, Neil, the front seven, what they've done is guys that help against the run. Is it flashy? No. Could they have done better? Yes, absolutely. Did they get a little burnt last year off of kind of getting out? Steven got out of his little zone, got to Everson Griffin, some of these guys, and all those guys burned him. He's like, okay, well, you know what? Well, that shit didn't work. Even though it wasn't the right way, should have went younger. He stepped his toe out a little bit, and it's like, oh, damn, this shit burnt. I'm going back to my old ways.
No, so, that's his fault though, because he should look at we got the wrong guy at the defensive coordinator. So that's where you should say, you know what? That's where it will frustrate me, BJ. I feel what you're saying. But that would frustrate me if you get the small nuts again, like, oh, we tried it. We went out there and got the Everson Griffin. We tried it. We got burnt, so let me get my nuts back up in my stomach and stay warm, and let's go back being conservative again. No, don't do that, dog. Look at, you know what? You didn't have the right guy, and that just effed up. We messed up, just like I'm talking about these draft picks. Y'all feel me? With Jalen and admit, it's okay to admit that, you know what? Y'all just ain't the guys. We drafted new guys, and we gonna grow with it. I'd like that better. If instead of y'all sitting there and saying, "No, we drafted these guys. Let's see them with the new system." If these motherfuckers just ain't it, they ain't it. And if you get this guy like a KJ Wright, and he comes in, and you know he's better than a Jalen Smith, then you sit Jalen Smith down. If he's doing better than LV, you sit his ass down. I don't give a hell about that. You sit their ass down about a draft pick, and you get another linebacker in that damn building, and stop saying, throw Francis Bernard up there. If that motherfucker can't do it, then you ain't ready, Francis, because I don't know what the hoo-hum, ho-hum was over Francis Bernard, dog.
And again, Francis Bernard's best attribute is coverage, and they just never let him get out there and try to cover. He couldn't have been no worse than Jalen. There's the hype. But on the back door, then what you said is, he should look. You bought the long tread guys. Should have got some young tread guys. You didn't lose really no money because you didn't spend no money even on the names, and you dipped your toe out a little bit. Go get guys that can be cornerstones here. They didn't do it. So obviously it's reverting back to what we're at. And I think actually I'm going to borrow this from you, Big Game. The biggest attributes of this defense and what they believe is Dan Quinn is going to get these guys better.
Yep, and boss, and we're gonna go right back to what we've been talking about, boss, about the Marinelli apologists.
Yep,
they're trying to apologize to Marinelli because they kept on saying we want to go back to 2018. We want to go back to 2018. So they're getting a same type of guy like Marinelli and saying, we sorry, Marinelli. We didn't mean to push you out like we did. So we're going to get a guy like this who's an effort guy, who's a guy that has family. He's about family and keeping the building tight, those type of things. And I feel like they're like, okay, and you did it over there with the Legion of Boom, so we'll go on that pedigree. Because think about it, BJ, before you say this. When they brought Marinelli over, they were looking at that Tampa, what he did in Tampa, and what he did over there in Chicago. You feel me? Work that magic over here, and that's what Dallas is thinking with Quinn.
And the reason I have a hand up is that's why they kept feeding us any kind of defensive tackle and say, well, look, he took a fullback from Texas and with Melton, and look what he did with him at defensive tackle in Chicago. Like they fed us this Marinelli magic that he could take any guy, and we saw glimpses, right? We saw glimpses with the Golden
George Selvey.
Yeah, we saw glimpses. We saw glimpses with Nip Ring. I'm smoking this herb, David Irving. right?
And
We
not
saw
not even
glimpses.
Irvin had talent, but we saw those lower level guys
Right,
like
we
the
saw glimpses.
McLeans,
The
the
McLeans,
McLeans of
right,
the
right.
world. They
Yeah.
did good under
Yeah,
Marinelli, and
yeah.
so they were like, "Oh,
Even Jones
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah,
too
yeah.
bad.
Yeah,
Jones,
yeah."
we
That's what I'm saying. So
saw
now,
glimpses,
yep,
but they tried to
they're,
sell us on that because they didn't want
they're
to
doing the same thing
develop.
though, BJ.
Whoa, they're not.
now, hey, man,
Whoa, they're
man,
not.
no,
How
I got
they're
something
not
to
doing the
say.
same
The
thing,
South
BJ?
They're
got
not.
something to say. The
They're
South got something to say up in here.
not.
If y'all two been talking, it's my turn, damn
Go
it.
ahead, boss.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, boss. Hold on.
Hey,
Wait, let me get my mic.
No, I
Go
got
ahead,
some.
boss.
Yeah, I got something from the chat. I've been trying to say this for the last 5 minutes.
Go for it, boss.
Man, I think I want to give you credit too. I forgot who you are, but I want to say what you said. Urban might be the most important pick in free agency.
Thank you. Cowboys Nation's gonna love him. I'm telling you.
Like but hit or miss type. Like I do feel like he go hit. I think he is solid at what they acquired him for, holding at the point.
James, I watched the tape on him.
Listen. Go. I made a tape on him.
I know you
I
did.
made a tape on all three of them. I said Brent Urban was the best guy I liked. I said he would add to us instantly because he's that energy guy. He's got good size. I did a thing when they had him mic'd up, and I was like, oh, I love his energy. I think that's it. And he's a great character. Like when I tweeted him, he tweeted back when I was like, I need to see that sack dance. I need to see that guitar dance. He's like, say less. You feel me? He tweeted me back like, say less. So I like that. But
it ain't Thompson.
Here comes my butt. Here comes my butt, boss. Here comes my butt, boss. I feel with you with the Urban, and it's a slept on signing. But is Brent Urban taking us over the top, boss?
No, we got to add to him.
We got to add to that. And Jay Tuck said it in here. You production, or are you paying for, just like when you draft these players, you're hoping because you haven't seen it in the NFL.
Free agency should be about production over projection. Like, and I feel you over there. You shouldn't be getting free agents to say we think he's going to somehow become this guy.
No,
you
when you're paying that money,
like we paid you
because we know you can do this. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So all I'm saying is BJ and boss. All I'm saying is this, boss and BJ.
Yeah,
they're taking that deadly game again of not going hard in free agency on this defense again, y'all. You're taking that projection that if you draft that these guys are going to come in right now and instantly have an impact. Am I not right?
We gambling.
Are we not gambling on that?
Yeah, we gambling.
You gambling on rookies?
No, you know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna come through and lay the icing on it real quick. Let me lay the icing. I'll let y'all tear me up. Do we not think Neal is the most impactful signing we've had? And even before, forget last year, even Neal at linebacker, y'all don't think that's big over last year?
I think it makes sense.
I think it makes sense, but I think but BJ, let me say this. I feel you. I'm not mad at that Neal pick. Okay, I'm not mad at picking him up.
I'm just
but what I'm saying is this: you still got Quinn and said, well, let's get some of your guys. And then let's get some modest people because we feel like you can coach them up because you did this over at the Legion of Boom. And then we'll kind of let you put your hands in that draft. Because what do we say about Quinn? What were people saying? He'll get a defensive tackle and he'll get a safety. So I feel like the Cowboys are like, you fans, shut the F up. We got a guy who he likes the defensive tackle like y'all like. He likes to say, so we're going to let him kind of do it. All I'm saying is this. I ain't hating, but you're still putting a lot of stock in that draft once again for them guys to hit instantly. And if they don't, y'all, I think the defense is still going to be the same type with the guys you have.
I trust it.
Wait for it.
It could be. I could be wrong.
Look, before the draft, what I want to say is before we get to the draft, we're looking at Hill and Gallimore to walk through the door, right? They did the Hill 2 years.
We're at 99, y'all.
We're one more. One
more, 100. Right? Come on, one more. Get that like
uno mas, if you will. All right. But we're looking at Hill and Gallimore to come through the door, right? Okay. We were wanting to see our guy on the outside more in Randy Gregory, right? Okay. Now you got a good mix inside there now. You got to add to it, but you got a good mix in there, right? You got Woods, you got Twonka Woods, right? You know, he can't start. I'm gonna say he can't start, but he's a good rotational guy.
Yeah,
Though, still.
Right.
he's good.
Right? You got
Urban
6'7"
and Woods is
Urban
good.
is a good rotation.
That's
The
good
front
rotation.
line is better than where we were at the end of the season.
Yeah, I
Right? And
would
we're
say
looking for
that.
the next step forward, right?
Yep.
We're looking for Bradley and Nate to get a chance. Leo position works, right? Standing up,
Yes.
no hand in the
Yeah.
ground.
Yeah.
It works. So we can't just say we're waiting for the draft to come. Look,
Ooh,
Diggs, right?
Rondell Carter. So I forgot about him.
Rondell Carter,
And what's his
right?
Mendoza?
We're looking for these guys to step forward. So these guys are already in-house and moving forward with Quinn coming in, with the draft coming.
Yeah.
Right? I think
the second wave of
KJ
free
Wright's going to
agency.
be here. Right. I think KJ Wright's going to get here, and I think we're going to see an outside corner get here, whether it be Brandon Poole, Richard Sherman, whatever.
No, I don't think a corner's coming here.
I think a corner's coming still outside, because unless they're telling me that they believe that J. Lou is an outside corner, there's an outside corner coming.
He was.
The draft.
He was solid.
He was.
He was at starting outside corner, so why wouldn't they think that? I'm just saying, BJ.
No.
Right, you feel what I'm saying, BJ? I know that, but you see what I'm saying, BJ? They when they let Cheeto go, I feel like they were thinking Jordan Lewis has started in this league, Anthony Brown has started in this league, Diggs is starting in the league. We got 3 starting corners.
Yeah, I think they gave J. Lou the same contract they gave Brown to be the
they
slot,
did.
And Brown's going to get that $4 million. Thank you. We need to pay some more players, is what I think. But we'll see. Again, completely plausible. See, but we're looking at guys from last year's draft to take that step forward along with. We can't just pigeonhole this draft and saying, okay, well, these guys don't make the difference. We're screwed. Well,
I'm not pigeonholing them, though, baby. I feel you.
No, I'm saying,
but that's what I'm
saying.
Not talking
about just you.
You're guessing. We're still hoping. We're still,
yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
You draft
and let me say it like this.
Here's what I say about this with Randy Gregory. Let me say this, Boston. You can finish that. Even when you mention Randy Gregory, we seen Randy Gregory though, right, BJ? So you have a better feeling about next year when Randy Gregory coming in that building that he gonna turn up, right? You're like, I'm hoping he'll, right?
That was last year, though. I got to think about this year.
You're still hoping for Hill, though.
But I saw progression from year 1 to year 2 with him. I got to see. Then I had to expect there's going to be a bigger progression come year 3. Like, think about Dak, right? From year 1 to year 2 to year 3 to year 4, you see the progression. When you draft a guy, you want to see progression. So I'm not going to sit here and say, like, okay, well, we're just screwed because, well, we got Tristan Hill. He's just not going to get better.
No, I like Hill, but you get what I'm saying? I feel what you're saying, BJ. I just want you to hear. I totally get what you're saying.
To it. But we got to add to it.
When we're adding to it, I feel like when you add in another draft pick that's young guys, and I love it. You got to build to that draft, but you got to pay for one of them dogs to really come in and say,
sure.
This is that guy.
It's real obvious what they've done now.
But it ain't gonna happen.
They've obviously said at least they literally said obviously from this point that we want to go back to 2018 and continue as is the strategy. So the strategy that we're looking at is we go plug holes on the cheap in free agency. That's what they're doing. Right. We're going to build through the draft. They even said at the
pay our own.
And pay on. And they even said at the press conference when they start asking about building the future, the first thing Steven started talking about is the draft. He didn't even mention free agency. The first thing he talked about. But this the other part of it too. They except for 2017, they usually draft real good. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's one of those things.
Defense, boss.
I trust them.
They don't draft defense good though. They did it good last year.
They're better out of defense outside of the first round. They hit more outside the first round.
No, they haven't. No, their drafts
Donovan Wilson in the 6th round. Donovan Wilson.
He still ain't. No. Okay,
Jordan Lewis in the 3rd round. Jordan Lewis in the 3rd round.
Cheeto was solid too.
Bro, they do better.
Hold up. No, they do not do good defensive draft. But Cheeto ain't with team no more.
Oh, I said better. I didn't say they were fantastic. I said they do
6th
better
round for
in the later rounds.
Damn good.
Oh, but come on, though, boss. You shouldn't have said that Donovan Wilson made it.
Gallimore 3rd round.
Jonathan Wilson is the guy now.
No, it's not saying that guy. It's just damn good to have a 6th round to come in there and play the way he played.
Right,
but everybody
and that's what Xavier Woods did his first year though, boss.
No, I hated Xavier Woods year one. I just was like he was a rookie. I literally hated him year
Man,
one. He was always the same. He always missed tackles.
They got Wilson played year 2 last year.
All I'm saying is this: the drafts defensively have not been great. No, they haven't. I'll give last year's draft defensively. Last year was the first really good draft to me defensively.
Where was Damian Wilson in Hitchens drafted at? What rounds?
Yeah, fourth.
And where they at? Did they sign them?
They got paid.
Bro, they played through here and they went somewhere else and got signed.
Right. So, but what I'm saying is you're not keeping those players.
But that doesn't change how they drafted here.
Yeah, Randy
Damian Wilson
and Randy Gregory.
Right, and Damian Wilson is with another team again. So that's telling you he's a journeyman.
Tank.
Okay, I mean, great. That sounds okay. He won a Super Bowl. He was
right. 2014 though, boss. One person.
But no, we got more than that.
No, he didn't. Who else was in 2014?
Not just 2014.
I'm saying defense.
We got some defensive guys.
Okay, 2015. Byron Jones, is he with the team now? How's that?
That was
not with the team, but he's not with the team.
But it's not. But we're talking about the draft, not who we retained. We're just talking about the draft and what they put on defense.
I think you're just mad today, big game. I think you're
mad. I'm not mad. I'm just saying, how can I be mad when our defense is trash?
No, but I'm saying though
if you draft
defense better.
If you drafted better, but you're not keeping
whether they kept them or not, who cares? I mean, I can't make them keep those guys.
But they played good. They earned contracts.
Right. They earned big contracts. We just chose Baby Nuts Jones said, I don't want to pay you.
I ain't gonna pay you. Yep. Because we would have been done if we would have paid Cheeto and if we would have paid Jordan Lewis. We would have been sitting here like
Hitchens was the guy. Like
they should have paid Hitchens.
Hitchens was the guy.
You should have paid Hitchens.
They should have paid Hitchens. That's what
he's solid.
Yeah, he's solid. And he was trending up, man. He really
he was always there for you. He was there every weekend, week out. He was a tackling machine. And it's like you let this mother sucker out you let him out the building. I'm like, why?
Linebackers out the building, let them go get a ring.
Because you got him late in the draft. Again, they done it. The problem here's the problem in Dallas.
All right, I agree.
Here's the problem.
I agree with you.
Here's the problem in Dallas. They just think they can continuously hit these defensive guys late and win. Yeah,
that's what it is. Y'all think y'all can always get these gems later. You need to get dogs early.
They do it the same way.
I agree on that.
Stop doing the draft.
Right.
Oh,
exactly, BJ. You're being cheap. Exactly. Exactly.
For every hitches you get, you know, with a fucking Luke Gifford.
That's what I'm talking about, BJ. You still have the cheap mentality even in the draft because you're thinking that we can get these guys in the 3rd and 4th and 5th and 6th rounds because we've seen it before. But that don't happen every damn time.
Because you don't pay. And when it does happen, you don't pay the motherfucker.
Right. Sorry, you go talk because that's what I'm talking about. When you do find him, then you let his ass walk.
Barry Church, what's up, Barry? Shout out to Barry.
My dog.
Undrafted.
Should nobody get that goddamn 42 Barry? You know we talked about it.
Bro, he was undrafted. We got him undrafted, bro.
And you let him walk.
And let him walk.
That one hurt.
And he went over to Jacksonville and got interceptions and turned the hell up.
It even hurt to let Heath go and keep Xavier Woods low key.
Because Heath went over there and played good.
And he was always better than Xavier Woods. Just to your point, where it's cheap over cheap.
Yeah, because in Dallas, they tried to play Heath at strong safety. He was a free safety.
Yeah.
It's not his fault.
Because they trying to be cheap.
Yep, cheap.
Let's flex these guys so we ain't got to spend no money. So you play multiple. That's why they want Dallas. They want guys to play multiple positions.
James got me on the board because now I'm thinking about Dadgummit. I'm thinking about my guy that just got drafted, the dadgum pet cat of Mr. One and Only
Robinson.
Clay we trust.
Yes, Reggie Robinson. What are they doing with him? Flexing
you're
corners. We can play you both positions. Oh,
now Harris.
Yeah.
No, you're back in corner. No, Dan Quinn showed. No. I think you're a safety. I'm like, bro, you've already screwed the kid's career.
But my thing is, just like y'all been saying, though, both of y'all, when I agree, just like I feel like they're taking that same approach as that we had, just like you just said, boss, we got Donovan Wilson in 6. We can get somebody else. Yep. We can do that. No, dog, you got to get some of these SEC dogs now in the first, in the second. You know what I mean?
I just thought of this right now that I do think is good. Like at first, I didn't like the missed messages from the building, but I actually do, because that also to me means that there's pushback, right? Somewhere there's pushback, and we not quite used to pushback. You feel me? Like just real quick. So, like for instance, when they say Reggie Robinson, you move in the corner, then somebody moving the safety. Usually, when that happens, it's no move back. They said Antoine, not Antoine, what's his name? Smith. Alden Smith not coming back. No, they fight for him to come back. So the missed messages mean to me, just that's what it looked like from the outside. From the outside, it has a good look that maybe Quinn is getting his way a little bit.
He is getting his way. He's getting his way, boss, because you got KZ and Hooker didn't stay. I know they talk about medicals, but you can also sit there and say Quinn said, "Hey, you brought me in here. Yeah, you brought me in here to do this. And remember what I told you, boss. And I want to ask you how you feel about this too, BJ.
Yeah,
I was saying how they don't want Quinn there for a year. No. They want him to be there for a while, so they want to give him the keys and let him build. That Nolan thing just wasn't working. They want that guy, and also I feel like the reason why they like Quinn too is the reason why they have the Marinelli apologists, because Nolan, I don't hate on him, but I feel like he was just more the business-like standoffish type, and I feel like you need to have a guy that cracks the whip in Dallas. You can't have the guys like, hey, you do this. Here's the assignment. This is what you need to do. Go home, study, and come back here next week. You can't do that with Dallas Cowboy players. You got to stay on that ass, and I feel like that's why they like a Quinn, because Quinn. I'm not saying Nolan didn't have them guys like, what do you call it, accountability, but it felt like it. There was no accountability. I feel like when they get a Quinn,
they weren't
scared of him.
No,
they wasn't scared of him. And look, not only were they not scared of him, they didn't like the system, and they let you know out the gate.
Yeah.
And I didn't like. I'm gonna tell you what the first key sign for me was game one. You're a defensive coordinator and you're in the box. Look, offensive coordinator can be in the box for me. I'm okay with the OC being up there. I want you to see the field. A DC, no, fam. I need you down here rubbing
to the players.
It's an emotional game, man.
But
that's where emotion counts. That's where your leader
That's what
counts.
I was saying, BJ.
And we were saying that early too. We ain't never talked to BJ about that. But we was early as hell on that same thing, just as a horrible indicator of him as a coach.
Yep.
Straight up.
Big facts. And here's what I think off of James's take with Dan Quinn about long term. I think it makes a lot of sense. I'm gonna tell you why a couple.
It's growing on me.
I'm gonna tell you why a couple levels why it makes sense to me. And boss, I'd love to hear your feedback on it. Okay,
yeah.
Is this? I think that one, they're grooming the coach in house already. Right, and that's Kellen Moore. I don't think any of us disagree.
I said that.
Yeah, I don't think any of us disagree about Kellen Moore. Kellen Moore takes the job if he's not promised a little bit more on the back end. Okay. With that being said, if Kellen Moore, if we look and we project 3 years from now, how old is Kellen Moore at that point? What, 37-ish?
I don't even know if he's that.
Yeah,
I think
maybe
he's only like 36 or 35 because he's
like somewhere around there.
Then.
So the only way to really do that is if you go back and think about the Rams. Well, when they signed McVay, who was the defensive coordinator? Our ex-head coach, son of bum, if you will. An old head in-house. Let me show you the way. Dan Quinn, he's already, 3 Super Bowls underneath this, however we think he came about the Super Bowl as a coordinator or coach, whatever, that's fine. I'm not here to debate that. But we don't think he's going to be out the building as a head coach anytime soon. We're going to lay the red carpet out, let him grow his thing, as James was talking about. Let him do his thing. That's why I do believe that KJ is going to be here. They're going to give in to his way because they want him here long term. Because unless things happen the right way the next couple of years, by year 2 or 3, it's going to be Kellen Moore. And for Kellen Moore to be the head coach, you need a strong guy on the back end. And that's going to be
strong ass defense if Kellen Moore's head coach.
And that's going to be Dan Quinn. And that's kind of I know again, it's back to looking at trying to get 6 this year. Also, it's reading the tea leaves of what the front office is doing and understanding where we're going, irregardless of the path, if you will.
And to that point, I was saying this, and this is why I just come say it to myself. I'm not saying I'm anybody, but what I am saying is when I coached football, I was always a defensive coordinator, fellas. That was my thing. I love defense. I love coaching defense. But then I took over my my head coach. He moved on, and I became the head coach. Okay, we were still good. We won we won a championship under him. We won a championship under me, right? But it was a lot harder, BJ and Boss, to be the head coach instead of being the defensive coordinator. Because as I was telling you, now I got to monitor the other coaches.
Right.
Now I got to concentrate. I got to look at the offense and the defense. I got to look at all facets of it and make sure everything is good. So I can't be meticulous as I want. And I think, and that was Dan Quinn's first head coaching job. Right. He's always been a defensive guy. Some guys just may not be great head coaches. I'm not saying he was bad, but some guys just not might just not be your thing.
Yeah.
And think about it. When Mike Smith was there, they had some good teams. Like, he didn't have losing records there until that 1 year, and then they just got rid of him. They kind of rode that wave of the new coach thing. You know how it is, y'all. When y'all get that new coach, y'all play great that first year. That's it. Then it wanes, then it fades real quick because you weren't really that guy. You get what I'm saying? It was just kind of the way that excitement and things. I think that now that you get a Dan Quinn, remember, Boss, we talked about this. I said, let's see if this grows on us. And I feel like me and you both coming on to this. Like, now I feel like if you just concentrate on being a defensive coordinator, that's it. Don't worry about nothing else. Just do that. I think now your skills come back up. Now you're fine tuning on the defense, and now you're doing this and that. And to your point, BJ, he is going to say, "Hey, you brought me in here to do this, then you need to let me get my guys." I like Neil, and I like how he's been with me. I like KZ. I like KJ. You said you need help at the linebacker position. I got one right here.
Right.
Why are we effing around? Are we serious about winning a Super Bowl? Then get me this guy here for a couple years, and then let me kind of look in this draft. Because if you let Marinelli put his hands in the draft, we seen Quinn. His drafts when he ain't drafted terrible. So I would say they're probably going to let him get in there, and let's see. That's what I think we're going to see this year, fellas. If the Dan Quinn effect, if we see how this draft goes, then we can see, okay, Dan Quinn is really affecting this team. Look who they're drafting and look how they're drafting them.
Yeah. The big liability is going to be defensive line. I think that's where they put themselves at a disadvantage when they hired the guy that was a 1-year coach. And that was the biggest nosebleed on the whole team. So he's definitely going to have to step in and show his magic. I do like the fact that he is bringing in his guys, because when you bringing in your guys, the thing is, at least you got some people that's a good echoing board of your philosophies and how you do things.
Boston,
so versus what Mike Nolan had, Mike didn't have that. Mike couldn't come in and bring in the Neil and bring in the Kazi and the potential KJ Wright to where people's verbiage the same. You don't have the infighting like you had when those safeties was getting kicked off the team, like haha. And you know what the rumor mill is that they wasn't just clicking with Quinn's. I mean, not Quinn, Nolan's system. You know, versus you're not gonna have that with the way Nolan is building it. And I can see the wisdom of Quinn. How Quinn is building it, and I see the wisdom because when you get leaders and you the leader, it's gonna make people buy in faster. So far, as I'm chewing it, I'm starting to swallow
it.
Well, you know, and here's the thing, right? Your defensive line coach got his guy in Alden Smith, right? Your head coach got his guy in Ha.
Yeah.
Right? Like everybody got their guy outside of Nolan last year. Nolan didn't get any of his guys whatsoever to send that word. And this is why it
was an experiment, I think, BJ. I think they just experimented just to see if it was going to work. And they're like,
let's just see what happens.
Yeah, let's see what happens. We'll let you get your guy the first year because you're our coach. We'll let you kind of get your guys, and then guess what? Nope, this ain't the right thing. So boom.
Right, but you never let Nolan get his guy or whatever, and whatever happened, right? So you're bringing in now, and this is why I'm a firm believer that KJ Wright's going to be here. One, he's not taking another meeting with anybody else. And the back and forth or whatever, it's cooled off. It's kind of slowed down. We'll see. But again, I think it's back to when you look at KJ Wright, when he was in Seattle, he wasn't the voice. It was Bobby Wagner, the voice. Yeah. KJ Wright walks in here. He's the voice.
He's the voice.
He's the voice. and he's going to be the voice because Dan Quinn's going to back him. It's no different than Dak getting the contract. Like if anybody would have questioned Dak before now, maybe you had some leeway. Dak's he's a made man, right? The mafia style. He's a made man. You offensively, you better shut up.
You can't say nothing to Dak. Dak is the leader.
Shit.
He got the buddy. You shut the hell up. This is the guy. Yeah. The buddy talks.
And Dan Quinn's brought a guy in on the front seven in Neal, a guy on the back end in KZ, and he's going to get KJ right because he wants somebody on every level of the defense.
I think he's going to get his defensive tackle too, BJ, in this draft.
Okay, talk to him.
I definitely think that they're going to allow him to get that defensive tackle in the draft. And I think we're going to be happy. In my opinion, that's why I can't front. I'm a little excited about this draft because I feel like I can't front.
It's deep in the right spot.
If you want me to keep it real, I'm excited about this draft, low key. I'm just tell you the excitement because I do feel this is in my heart. I feel like Dan Quinn will draft right. If you allow Quinn to,
he'll take TJ Watt over Taco.
Yeah, I think he'll do the right.
Thornhill over Hill.
Yeah. He'll do the right thing, BJ. I feel like he will do the right thing, and that's why I'm getting. And to what Boss is saying, I'm excited about this draft because it's deep as shit, and
what we need.
We're 10th,
right?
And we got picks, so we got
every
ammo.
Round we're higher.
Every round we're higher. Think about it. Last year, we excited as shit about last year's draft, right,
17,
fellas?
right.
And we got 7, and we were at 17.
Mm-hmm.
We were excited as shit. And we excited when we came out of last year's draft, right? And we picked at 17. Now we at 10th with a whole gang of picks. I'm excited because now this draft is deep as hell too. So I'm excited to see who they're going to pick because I believe that Dan Quinn is going to get the defensive tackles that we're going to finally want, BJ. I feel like if maybe like if a Tyler Shelvin is there and we want that big boy, they'll do it. You get what I'm saying? They won't sit there and like, no.
He'll beat her too. He had a bad pro day.
And I'm telling you, they might get that Shelvin guy because just like you said, Boss, he fell in his draft and his thing, and that could happen because Quinn could say, "Hey, let me get that big boy right here, and then come back and get me another defensive tackle." Let kind of Quinn do his thing. I want them.
I sleep good.
Go ahead, let Quinn. This year, let Quinn kind of do his thing. I want to see Quinn kind of do his thing. You guys, let's see how it kind of approaches like that, and then because I feel like Quinn's gonna do a good draft this year, y'all. I just have a feeling. I'm kind of excited. So let him cook. Let him cook. And what did Bill Parcells say? You can't motherfucking let me shop if you want to let me. You ain't let me buy the damn groceries. Back your ass out and let me pick the groceries. You feel me?
I got Boss down here
with
some chicken Alfredo, but he don't want to go buy the
give me. Hey,
come on,
y'all got the cash. Let me get these guys. You feel me? Let me get my guys. Let me cook. Let me get who I want. So if you already letting them get the guys in the free agency that he kind of want, we really want that KJ to happen. If that happens to me, BJ and Boss,
I'll start moving up to B.
If I see them get KJ right, the C does go to a B. Now I feel like maybe one of your nuts came down a little bit. It grew a little bit of hair. It grew a little bit of hair, and the right nut fell down a little bit. The right nut fell down, y'all.
That'll be good, man. And then I would love it, BJ, because I would be 0 for 3 on my politics predictions. And that's where you want to be.
Y'all, I bet it. $50 holler too.
I bet it.
I bet.
No, you good. I bet it that we was gonna have Xavier Woods for politics was wrong. I bet it that Lewis is going to be gone because just thought that wasn't gonna happen. He stayed. If Sean Lee go and Crawford go, I am
gone. Keep it above.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, for the retirement and everything.
Yeah. My bad. I said that wrong. If we get Sean Lee and get KJ right, and I'm 0 for 4 on my politics bets, I'm gonna be happy at this free agency, bro.
I want to be wrong. Feel me, BJ and Boss?
Super wrong.
I want them to prove me wrong.
And they so far, because I said that with conviction. You remember B was like, bro, don't say that we gonna bring back Xavier. I said, bro, we always do. We bring back our guys, but they not doing that. If they complete the circle with an exit of Sean Lee and KJ Wright come in, I'm be like, say, bro, let's draft. Let's start the draft. You ain't got to do nothing else.
Yeah, let's get working. Like if
let's
I see
draft.
I need the outside corner still.
You right, but I'm just saying I wouldn't trip though. You feel me, B? I wouldn't trip. I'll be just like, you right, but I wouldn't trip. I'll be like,
if you got another vet corner and you got a KJ right before you hit that draft, nuts is coming. Okay,
right.
That's BPA. You got to go all BPA.
You ain't gonna be baby nuts Jones. You will be medium nuts. You will be medium nuts Jones.
Walnut.
If you get KJ right and you say no to Lee and you got another veteran corner, you're medium nuts Jones. You're medium nuts Jones. You go from baby nuts to medium nuts.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's and I know that name's gonna get to you. That name's gonna get to you, baby nuts Jones. I know it is. You're gonna be eating with your family one day. You're gonna be eating with your family one day, and your grandson is gonna be, your nephew is gonna be like,
YouTube.
Hey, you know what? They calling you baby nuts. They call you baby nuts, daddy. They call you baby nuts over here.
Big Game James says it all the time. I love you, Joe.
He always calling you.
Then your shit go black in the morning.
Look, hey, the Illuminati boss. Next thing I know, I go live and my shit gone. Like, hey, why can't I go live? Why can't I go live? YouTube, like, your channel has been disabled.
Baby Nuts has been dropped.
Baby Nuts Jones.
You're done.
The book will be like, I got the power. Great stuff.
You can get medium nuts right here. Baby nuts. You can get them medium nuts right here.
Right.
Do
right
it.
Here.
Right here. You can get some
this is a bad week 2, week 3, man. We quiet as hell. We quieter than usual. Usually about week 2, week 3, we do something.
Quiet, when it gets quiet, you already know, boss. When it gets real quiet on the star forefront.
Yeah. Because we need that breaking news on KJ, bro. That breaking news on KJ.
Breaking news.
Yeah, I would sleep a whole lot better,
I need more
bro.
than 1 year though. Look, back to the if we're
more
serious,
than 1 year, just 1 year.
Yeah,
if
we're being serious, I need KJ right here for more than 1 year because LVE's out the door. That's how I feel at this point. And we got to draft one. I get that.
Definitely got to draft.
Look, I'm not talking about no 4-year or 5-year deal.
Yeah, for sure.
I need a 2-year deal for sure for KJ. And like, okay, let's go.
And see, baby, I don't even want to say baby nuts, but I'm gonna say it this time. Baby nuts, he ain't gonna do it, B. He ain't gonna do it. He like comp picks. It's always about cheap, bro.
He love that cheap. That's what I said.
It's Dan Quinn. We'll find out. We'll see the KJ. We'll see the KJ contract, and we'll find out, did Dan Quinn get nipped, or did Stephen Jones grow some?
Yeah, you feel me? It's either getting snipped or they grew.
And the funniest thing is he not even like pure baby nuts. He baby one nut, and then on the other one he super big nut. Like, so he baby nut on actually getting the player, but he big nut. Big nuts on I'm down to tank over $1 on cheap. Oh,
he big nuts. Now he big nuts Jones on cheap.
Man, when it comes to cheap, nobody got big balls. That boy will make his franchise quarterback play a whole year over $1.
Hold on. Because y'all talked about cheap, and the one thing that worries me, I want to ask y'all. I don't like Casey's contract, to be honest with you.
Oh, that's dumb cheap.
Dumb cheap. Sounds like
5. I told you, go listen to 21 Savage. I don't listen. I know people don't listen, but he got a song called 1.5. Every time I hear that, I think about the contract. 1.5.
Hey, man, it sounds like to me, if they get the right kind of guy in here, he could be like, haha, bye, boom.
That's why they got him cheap, though.
Yeah.
But why do you think he's we all predicted that was gonna happen though. We all predicted that was gonna happen though. When we saw Anthony go for 5, everybody had to go cheap.
But what I'm saying is, did he go so cheap because he's not really healthy? And there's the other side to that. Because
I think safety is just getting devalued greatly.
Yeah, it is.
That's dumb.
And that's been the case for the last 2 years. And then when Anthony Harris came out with that 5, Like
everybody's
we
like,
said,
"Oh, we're gonna hit him now."
is that you see? Because me and BJ from the same era. You know what happened if George was 100? You had them Pippins had to be 80. Period. Had to be 80. It was just no, Pippen, you know better to even try to price yourself with the Jordan level.
Hell, Nike knew better.
And that's what happened to me with a lot of these safeties. That's why I think the second wave of free agencies go still have some steals in it. Like right after the draft,
right?
It's gonna be still people sitting out there that's gonna be like, shit.
Hey,
go get him now.
We're not even looking at, Rob, the big cut after the third preseason game. What's going to come?
Yeah.
Right. Yes.
Yeah. I'm excited for when these boys after this draft though. That's when I think the wave is gonna be beautiful.
Let's see what's gonna happen because
when they feel their teams and be like, okay, we no need for Anthony Brown now, boop. But it's gonna be some good, for lack of better words, Anthony Browns on other teams. And just like Aloka, the only reason Aloka hit the free agency is because they got Jesse Bates. Remember when they drafted Jesse Bates in the second round?
He went to Minnesota.
And he went to Minnesota, and they was like, well, let's get rid of expensive safety. And but that's gonna be everywhere.
Yep, big facts. Big facts.
So patience. This is where I like Steven on his patience, on the cool.
Yeah. And for me, this is why I look at the number 10. Right now as we're inching closer to the draft, or the quarterbacks or whatever, boy, number 10 looks a lot more sexy, if you will, than it did a month ago. Like, look at all these different things that can happen.
Right.
I think for me, I'm down to 5 guys is where I'm at. I think it's Pitts 1. I look. I absolutely unequivocally believe the Cowboys love Surtain in house. That's why they're not talking to him. That's why they're not talking to him.
Corner or Pitts.
Yeah, for sure. But I'm saying 5 the 5 in general. I think it's Pitts, Surtain, Sewell for them.
Horn.
Pitts, Surtain, Sewell, Horn, Slater. Those are my 5 in order. I think that's where they're at.
I'm not going to say that order, but I agree with you.
5.
I agree with you with those 5. I think those are the 5 players that they're going to target.
Who's your one?
Between all those?
All those 5. Yeah, who's your one, though? Forget everybody else. I ain't trying to ask you to. Who's your one on there? Who's
my number 1 guy?
Yeah.
Whew, jeez. I don't want no corner, so they eliminate the corners. It's going to be between
Pitts or O-line then.
Pitts or O-line. That's tough because,
receivers. Stop it.
No receivers here. No receivers.
I'm not because I know, boss. It's not that I don't like the receivers. I'm talking about what they're gonna do. It ain't about who I don't like. It's about what they're gonna do.
That's what I said.
If I'm talking about the O-line or the Pitts, God, that's tough. I'm gonna keep it real. People can get mad, but I would do the Pitts thing for the simple fact that I feel like there's a lot of good offensive tackles that I can still get later on.
Liam Mitchelberg, Notre Dame.
There's other guys. This is a deep
tackle class.
This is a deep offensive tackle draft. So I'm just not gonna pass on a Pitts, dog. It doesn't matter. You just got to take that chance. You feel me? We talk about having nuts and gambles. Then I'm just gonna take that gamble on what he can do. I'm just gonna take the gamble on what he can do on offense, and then I'm gonna go after if Pitts is there and I hit it. Then after that, then I'm going defense, and then let's see tackle. I can get a tackle later because they always get one kind of tackle. And even in free agency, they haven't undrafted free agents as far as on the offensive line, fellas. They haven't done terrible.
And let's not forget about the guy we got from Mexico last year, Alacron, right?
Yeah.
Has the measurables, been in house for a year. Let's see where he's at this year.
And they got I'm not saying he's great, but they did. We keep on forgetting about the Thai kid that they got in free agency too.
Yeah,
he's I think
35,
because
Todd's solid. I really checked him out. No, he's solid.
He's your swing guy.
Yeah, he's solid. He's one of our best swings we've had.
Right.
It's because Will still said that, and
because he's never hurt.
I promise to God, I was like, shut up. Like I didn't believe it when I heard it, but I checked him out. I sleep great at night at our swing position.
I like the way they do the offensive line, fellas, because if we look at the defense and how they do the defense, I like how they can get undrafted people on the offensive line that they can plug that are pretty decent.
Joe Philbin probably did the best coaching job last year. This whole
Joe did.
I can definitely attest to that.
It's not even close, BJ.
I was not on Philbin early because I was
Yeah.
looking at certain things, but then when I saw
Hey,
this is where I thought here right quick, BJ.
yeah, go
This
ahead.
is
No,
where I
you're good.
thought where to agree to your point. How we never saw Zach Martin ever move from that damn right guard position for him to flex out and play right tackle, and for all these guys to move around and mix match, and then McGovern comes in.
Right.
We never seen none of that kind of shuffling on the offensive line before.
Right.
So that's why I give Philbin his props that they said, okay, remember when Mike McCarthy said this ain't fantasy football, and the next damn week Zach Martin was there.
Right.
And then 80% of your offensive line was backups last year.
Right. And Joe Philbin is a prime example of this Dan Quinn that we were talking about earlier, right? You know, defensive coordinator, right? Okay, great. You know, 2 Super Bowls, won one, lost one, whatever to Atlanta, and got into a Super Bowl, whatever. Maybe just better at defensive coordinator. Joe Philbin, head coach down in Miami, whatever, offensive coordinator, but as an O-line coach, pretty damn good.
The man.
And that's where he needs to be.
The man.
I agree with that, BJ. He wasn't a head coach, but damn it, he's a good-ass offensive line coach. And when you just focus on being the O-line coach and not being the head coach, you go back to being good. And we saw what he did on the offensive line. So we're hoping the same trajectory can happen with a Quinn. You may not been a head coach, dog, but we think he can go back to being great as a defensive coordinator. So come over here and cook, and let's get you some weapons. And Stephen Jones, this is your chance to really show that you're being serious. Like you said, boss, we're going to feel like you're being serious when we don't hear Sean Lee in the building anymore, and you signed to KJ Wright for 8.5 or a $9 million deal. You give him. Oh, yeah, that really be serious.
Right, give him 5-0.
I feel you. I ain't mad. I'm just saying
because I'm with you, but I'm saying that sends a signal too. Like it sends a signal.
I don't believe it. Though. If you're still talking to him, they're not going to disrespect him like that.
Boss is on to something. Go ahead and run that back. Say that one more time.
It sends a signal too. If you give him the 5-0, it does send a signal.
Yeah, I feel that. It does, but
now I'm not saying it's gonna happen because you beat me up like that all night, Big. Every time I say something, you say they not gonna do that. I ain't talking about them, damn it. I'm talking about what they should do.
They ain't doing it though. I know that.
I
feel you. I agree with you.
Big is going to beat us up, boss. Boss, we already know.
Man.
You know he's training for a fight this year. He's training for a boxer,
man. I got
he's going to beat us up when we come in.
Every time I say so, he's boss. They not gonna do that, boss. Okay, Big, we know that. I'm trying to think outside the box here. He's killing my vibe.
All right,
killing my vibe.
I'm gonna let y'all positive vibes on.
I'm just trying to get some ideas because if you let Sean Lee go and say put 5-0 on the other guy, you putting the leadership on KJ Wright
in the house,
which I hope they do. But I'm with you on this, Big. Where politics says they don't, but I'm just so happy that so far I'm 0 for 2 on my politics.
Okay.
So I'm just praying that it stay on that. If it stays on that, then hopefully I can even start saying, "Are they moving away from politics?" I'm not ready to say that yet.
And backdoor, right? You got Neil in house already that could be that guy. He's not paid that way though, and that's why I'm with you, boss. He's not paid that way. But we bring KJ in. He already has a Dan Quinn disciple on that level. So, yeah, LVE or Jalen, you want to act dumb? Well, we got 2 of my guys here as well.
Right.
So, get in line or get behind.
That's what I was talking about, BJ, that let's not sit there and say, well, we drafted these guys, so we're going to see it through. No, it's okay to say, you know what? We made a mistake. These ain't the guys in the future. If you draft a linebacker, let's say if you drafted a Baron Browner, you know I love him, boss, right? And he comes in and turns up.
Yeah.
And you look at it and say, well, you know what? LVE, sorry. We got our guy now. We're going to go ahead and move on from you. That's when I'm feeling like you're showing real shit.
And if you had Neil and you add KJ, the locker room is on notice at that point. You added 2 guys, it's on notice. We didn't sign because Neil is a significant signing. No matter how we want to feel across the board, low-key, he's a significant signing. 1. 2, and you bring KJ right in. Those are the 2 biggest significant signings we can really talk about, and they're both at linebacker. Well, we know in this league you only play 2 linebackers for the majority of the snaps, for the most part. Man, gets really tight in that room all of a sudden. Oh, and you had Stephen Jones already say, yeah, we're not talking about the 5th year option on LVE. Well, look, there was a opportunity. Maybe Jalen gets up out of here or whatever. He's still here. We got to wait and see, because you don't want to hurt your. It's no different than adding. Let me go to Boston's point of, if you add a wide receiver, you don't get rid of Gallup automatically. You let it play out and see what happens.
Right, you let him
It's
play
the
out.
same.
Right.
It's the same thing here. What I would say is, with Neal and KJ Wright, especially on a 2-year, not a 1 year.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not looking at linebacker at 44 then.
Yeah,
I'm not doing that either. If you got
you
KJ
true
Wright,
BPA.
we definitely
kick your
moving
feet
away
up.
from that. We definitely moving away from that. You feel me, BJ?
Yeah,
if you go ahead and get a KJ Wright, because now I got a couple years that I can do that, so I don't have to jump out there and go that high, because I can still get a linebacker later, because this ain't a great linebacker class, so you can get a sneaky linebacker in that later round. For real. Sneaky ass linebacker. You know what I'm saying? And nobody, feel me? This is a damn good draft for Dallas to really rack up like we did last year, fellas.
Yeah.
This is a draft that Dallas can really rack up and take control. You know how we can flip it from worst to first?
Yeah,
and one more thing to this, BJ. Let me just say this. The NFC is not tough. It's not. And you can go from worst to first in this NFC quickly. So it's not like this has to be a 3 or 4 year plan where this takes forever. This can flip in 1 year. You already, to me, they should win the East. They should win the East. They're the better team. Just to me, Dallas is the better team in the East. And when we look at the teams through the NFC, you can't sit there and tell me that there's one dominant team in the NFC where Dallas can't come in there and beat them. So it's really got to be this coaching staff's got to step the hell up, fellas. The coaching staff has got to step the hell up. Management, this is just things that we don't know if it's going to happen. Y'all back off a little bit. If you said you got McCarthy in here because you wanted that veteran coach, let him do his thing. If you brought Quinn in here and you wanted him to really get this defense together, back off and let him do his thing. That's what I'm saying. And let me wake up one day and say, Dallas signed KJ Wright and Sean Lee officially retired. Okay, now y'all motherfuckers is trying to be real serious up in here. Then I'm gonna open my eye.
I'm starting to go to B- now.
Yeah, and now you get a Grinch smile from me.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, and Lee told my guy Waller from TCU day 3.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Lee, I was trying to get
you ain't lying.
I had to let James
pick
go
him every time.
Yeah, Waller's definitely my guy later in the draft for sure. You know, and
they're gonna get Dylan Moss too.
I would love it.
I'm not mad at. I'm not mad at that either.
They're gonna draft Dylan Moss. He's a sneaky pick. He's gonna fall because he was an underachiever.
Fast super chat.
Hurt.
Mad super chat. Get it up.
Where's showing love to my guy, Big Game James. Real recognized real. I love you, true family. I catch the show tomorrow. 4 a.m. Central Time comes fast. Man, bro. That's what's up, man. $20 holler, man. To close out as you go to bed. Use the G for that.
Oh, that's my dog too. That's my dog too. My dog, he hit me with the shout out to you, my dog. He sent me a fabulous hookup on the what's the TV? We got the what the hell is that called?
Oh, the Fire TV.
Yeah, we got the Fire Stick. He hit me with a great Fire Stick. Really appreciate you, dog. Sent me a whole lot of love from Cali with the Fire Stick and all that good stuff. So we definitely give a shout out to that. And also, I want to say one thing before we go any further. I do want to because this has been on my heart about DMX. I just want
no.
I don't know. Did he pass away?
Not yet. The word. Yeah. I mean, the word is that about 11 p.m. last Friday night, he OD'd, had a heart attack. He got to the hospital. Vegetative state is what they're saying right now, but all hope's not lost. But again, yeah, man. I had my before Boss had blessed me with the cleanness. We'll talk about in a second. You know, I had my guy DMX in my header. I had the X symbol in my chat from a guy that's a little bit older, was in the DJ game and whatnot, and understanding what DMX meant for the scene and what he did, and outside of the scene, but for the culture in hip hop and whatnot. It's sad to know that he's kind of dealt with
demons.
Yeah, issues with abuse, right? For basically his whole life. and for him to, if he happens to succumb to those demons, man, I would, a tragic ending to that tale. But yeah, shout out to DMX, man. A great spot to bring him up. Big game. It was on my heart early this morning when I saw it. I was like, nah, man. And before we came on, man, I had some DMX on my background playing. I had to turn it off real quick before you got me in here. But yeah, man, shout out to DMX and what he means for the culture. Unfortunately, there's a lot of people that will never understand. A lot of kids on these apps that will never understand that DMX was bigger than Jay-Z. Facts.
Man. That dog the thing that brought him down, in my opinion, was that, because we all remember DMX was at the top. He was at the height of his career, and
first guy ever in hip hop to have back-to-back #1 albums in less than a year. Those are facts. Look it up.
And just to see how, man, that just kind of, because his acting career was really good. He was a good actor, in my opinion. I thought he acted well. I just really wanted to see more, and it's just sad because I love some DMX. Like, I love DMX just because this, I don't know, the attitude and just the roughness and the realness. Even though he went through that, you could tell he was a real dude, and people all loved him. I hope something happens with this, but I know when those type of things happen, it's hard to come back and being a normal person after this. So if it does happen, so shout outs to hopefully prayers.
He was the streets. Definitely. He was the streets for a long time.
Definitely was. So hope everything works out. So we'll see what goes with that. But man, yeah, we about to head up out of here, dog. It's a 12:30 holla. You know what I'm saying? It's about that time, man.
It's 11:30 over here, though.
Yeah, well, it's still it don't matter. It don't matter. You feel me? But hey, y'all know I'm gonna be there in a few weeks. You know what I'm saying? We'll be there the 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th. So, and I'm gonna be at the draft. I need to get that COVID shot, BJ. I know
I got my second round. Look, if it's that Pfizer, that day 2 gonna feel a little funky over here. Gonna feel a little funky. But outside that, man, pretty kosher. No issues.
Because we're going to the draft. Shout out, hey, make sure all y'all tune in because we're going to the draft. We are going to the draft this year. And to get that up close, you got to get that shot. And I'm going to have to get it anyway because we're going to Hawaii and you got to get the shot anyway. So it's like I might as well go ahead.
Hawaii.
The ninja say boss need new glasses. Don't
That's hey, don't.
You got a cash app because if you donate to me, it's coming to me. You got a cash app.
Boss, don't worry. He said the ninja said earlier I needed some new beard wash, so we in the same boat.
No. The ninja said he told me I need a new damn phone. I'm like, really? You go ham in the paint, dog. He said you need
to get the lights up, man. He trying to get the lights up.
I love it.
I was watching Chat Sports today, man. The ninja was like the first 8 questions.
That's what's
I was like, damn, my man, everywhere. That boy was. By the way, we have another one from the ninja.
The ninja. In that thing. Low key though.
He don't give a fuck.
Low key on my Twitter, my Facebook, y'all see them new graphics that I just that I got blessed with. My guy Boss.
Yeah, go check that shit out, man. That shit is clean, Boss.
Look,
I might make you redo my big game, James.
Like low key, if you zoom in, if you zoom in, you'll see the tats on my left arm. I'm like, bro, the detail was fire. People been hitting me up left and right since I dropped them. I've been
telling them to get my guy right then and there.
Yeah, I already cashed that, my guy. I was like, yo, let me hit you with that. Your number's your number. I ain't gonna put my number out there. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Hey, man, if you need something, man, if you go to my Twitter, your guy Nick's _in between, you can see it.
And that really
you go to my Facebook
and
you go see what's going on. Wet is the proper term.
That shit is
like
wet.
It, man, hit my guy, Boss Cowboys up. He got it.
That shit is wet. Like as soon as I seen it, I just happened to turn it on. Right, I said, "Oh, I'm gonna keep it real." That's the first thing I said, BJ, because I was on Twitter and I seen it, and I said, "Ugh, who did that?" I went to your page. I said that looks like mother sucking BJ.
Hey,
that look. I need it, boss. How much is the holla?
No, off camera. We can't talk about that.
I gave him a podcast deal.
Yeah,
I know. I'm getting podcast deal.
Yeah, We
Yeah.
can
He
talk
came on the show. He
you ain't
rocked a
gotta give me
long
a
time
deal.
with me.
You ain't
we
even
can.
gotta give me a deal. I wanna give you your proper
You'll
your
get a
proper
deal, bro. You know that, bro.
Boss is funny. I'm
Nah,
like,
you
what you
get a
need?
deal, homie.
He wouldn't say nothing. I just threw a number out there. Hell, I'm like,
Yeah.
what you need? I won't get.
But
Look, he
I
don't
know a
need
number. I got a number, but it's different for the homies.
No,
You know
again,
what
that's
I
why
mean?
we gonna talk.
Yeah, I got a
talk about
number.
that number on camera.
He said, I got a
Again,
number.
we ain't
But
gonna
it's
talk about
different
the
for
number
the
on camera. I said I ain't gonna tell you what I paid. Look,
Ah.
No,
if
Oh,
I
that's
paid whatever you
funny.
paid, I'm gonna like, yeah, that's
I
what I paid.
I
too.
see boss over there quiet, like, yeah, I got you, but Cash App.
Yeah.
That part. Hey, I'll tell you.
Ain't no free, homie.
I put it this
No
way.
freeze.
Big
I
Game
love you,
James.
but I don't love you
Hey,
like
man,
that.
shout out to my
No.
guy, Big Game
Freeze.
James, for the bet, and he blessed me to be able to pivot that over. You know, money you live from him came.
I got you.
Look, I blessed some super chat money last week. I didn't give a shit. I don't even think about the bet. He's I see he blessed me this week with it. You know what I did? Then I blessed him back around. You know what happens? Because we keep it
Keeping the podcast.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
That's
sir.
what
I
we
love
do.
So
that.
yeah, if y'all want some of that
Keep it in
BJ animation, I can rock that.
Here.
And if I get referrals from you, I also break you off for referrals too. So you know,
it's-
BJ,
I don't
as
want
you
no
get
cash. I just want more.
referrals,
Hey, I don't want no cash or no kickback. I just want more work. That shit was James.
Oh,
What
I
was
got
it?
you.
What was it? Wet?
I got you.
Wet. That's what
that
it was.
shit was
James.
wet. That shit
As
was
soon as he
wet.
hit me with the
I'm not
inbox of both of them, bro, I was like this. I was like this right here. I was like, as soon as it hit bing bing, I said, all right, bet. Boom, whoop, whoop, whoop. Oh yeah, let me change all this shit real quick. Then my inbox started blowing up. I was like,
he said, let me change this shit real quick.
real quick. I was like, let me change my shit real
And he
quick.
wasn't lying. He went on every goddamn
ASAP.
platform. And
I was
seen
around
BJ on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Cash App.
Yeah, man. It
Boss with that work.
put that Stargate logo with the shadow.
Yeah.
That shit was
the
hard.
header,
Start talking about that, boss. When you gonna do mine? How long gonna take?
Shit, tomorrow.
And it better be up, because I already got the cash.
I got you. Yeah, Cash App
I already got your motherfucking
But
cash.
Give me your PNG logo and I got you.
Look, BJ, I ain't gonna lie. I'm copying. I'm copying like a motherfucker. I'm copying. Look, when I see BJ,
all I'm doing is so when
boss.
I copy y'all, I want to hear shit. All right, that's all I gotta say.
Boss, as soon as I see that, I say I'm copying.
Boss will be like, oh yeah, another one in the portfolio. Another one in the portfolio. Let me drop another one in. Hold on, let me hit it right here. A little soft pay.
Straight up. Hey man.
Yeah, man. That shit was awesome, man. I can't think of enough.
But y'all family though, for real.
Hey,
y'all family,
see,
like for real. Like
I am. I can't wait. I'm gonna get a big ass chair. You wait, the ninja. I'm gonna get your ass a steak dinner. I got you. But I am gonna get a better chair. You don't pull no punches.
Hey, and David Jenkins say BJG tell Boss and BJ that I subscribe to them and let them know I'm visually impaired. I got you. And
yes, go ahead.
Yep, I got you. We got you, David. And you go see some stuff coming from my page a little bit that's gonna be for that. Cause I've been thinking about that, like having features that's better suited for those who trying to get the content when it might be challenging. So we appreciate that. And we appreciate the sub.
And David Jenkins, he been there a while. Once he subbed to me a long time ago, I appreciate him. We just talk regular. You know what I'm saying? He's a music guy. So he be on my page and just sending me music. I'm like, damn, only a few mother suckers know this.
Hey,
you feel me? Like there ain't a lot of music connoisseurs out there, and this man is a music connoisseur.
And let me jump in there, as he said he subscribed to me as well. Hey, David, anytime you want to inbox me, my inbox stay open. I'm not one of those kind of guys, man. You want to inbox
He's
me?
not. He is not. He's a real
hit me. Yeah, hit me. Inbox me, bro, for sure. No offense about me. I appreciate you so much.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm telling you what. I'm all right. When we get off of here, I'm a 024. When we get off of here, and I'm gonna have all kind of thoughts in my head of how this mother sucking picture gonna look like tomorrow. I'm gonna get my ass up early, boss. If you thought
you might need to get a new pose, James. You might need to take a new picture.
I got a pose. No, I got a pose for him. I already got the mother sucking picture ready. I ain't got the picture you gonna take. I ain't got the picture I'm gonna send him. You feel me?
Man, don't be sending me no. I don't want to see no 6-packs and nothing like that.
Oh, you ain't doing. We
Hell,
ain't
bro.
doing the weird shit. We ain't doing no weird.
Man. Don't be sending me no. You know what I'm saying? Shirts on.
No, shirt's gonna be on. I already got the picture. It's right in front of the Cowboy Stadium. It's right in front of the Cowboy Stadium. That picture where I'm throwing my head. It's gonna be hard.
The ninja said, "I need a new bug zapper light donation hashtag." We need one more super chat before we get out of here for real.
Yeah, let's get another super chat.
We need one more super chat before we get out of here.
Y'all give a cash out to my guys. What are y'all cash apps? Right? Y'all need to be putting them cash apps when you get my feed, dog. When you put your name in there, you need to put your cash app at the bottom.
Man, I'll do it someday. You know.
Okay, no pressure.
We had them talks. I don't know.
I know.
I'll get there.
I'll just tell you this one last time too, boss. That you remember when I got in your inbox like 7 a.m. for the show? I'm being there about 5 a.m. for my picture.
The boy James said wet.
Oh, what a wet. Because I got this picture of the stadium. Hold
on. Hey, it can't be wetter than mine though.
It's about to kill yours, dog. You about to be mad on this shit. You about to be mad, dog. You about to be mad.
It can be as wet as mine. It can be as wet as mine. It can't be wetter than mine though. Come on now. Man, look, if it's wetter than mine, I'm in inboxes right afterwards.
Okay,
I'll make you another one, BJ. I'll make you another one. We'll keep it going. Hey, and I put my cash app. In my name. I ain't like BJ. I ain't playing that game. Shit.
All right, well, fair enough.
I'll put that cash app right in there.
I'll get
there.
Bam. Man, hit it. Hit my guy. Don't be silly. Look. I'll go get another drink. Dadgummit.
You wild.
And some 024. I got a little 024.
Nah, but I got you, B. I mean, just send
super
me
chat,
man, and then we'll talk about the vision.
I gotta wait. Well, hold on now, because James is. Look, I didn't know James was sniping me. Now I know James is sniping. I got to see what James gets first. You
got to see because I already I know the picture.
It's gonna be hard to beat yours, BJ. I was in the zone, bro. I was in the zone when I was making your shit.
Okay, I don't like hearing that type of talk. I don't like hearing that type of talk.
I'll be honest with you.
I don't like hearing that type of talk.
No, I got you beat.
I ain't gonna beat BJ's. Now I'm like, nah, I'm gonna go ahead and bro. Okay, you gotta tell me. You gotta always tell me you're gonna top somebody else's work.
You always got to. I got you, mate. I'll put it like this: your stuff gonna be so fly big. It's gonna
be like, damn, really?
No, I'm gonna kill this shit. Like I'm gonna kill it. You gonna be like, my boy did it. He can't.
Oh, wait till you see this picture. I'm gonna see it's front of AT&T Stadium. It's a perfect mother sucker picture, dog. You ain't ready for it.
I'm gonna tell you why you can put something together and never gonna be flyer. Because again, it wasn't the pick was great. Once I zoomed in, I was like, what's up with my arm? And I saw the exact tat of my arm exactly the same type of way, and you can't top that, man.
Yeah, man, I get in there, bro. I get in there, bro. With
you
love.
Got in there. Like
I was like, my boy, see, this for real though. I'm gonna say this and I mean this. I hit up BJ and said, hey, bro, let's debate. Like most cats would have felt funny about that, bro. But BJ was like, I'm coming. He never tripped. I said, I'm gonna set it off. You know what I mean? When you come in my crib, that's how we do it. You feel me? You because I was like, it's nobody to debate better than this dude on pits. Period. You know what I'm saying? And it was just how you was. I was like, I gotta go hard when he come in the house. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's
you threw it out there on Twitter or whatever. I'm like, yeah, bet, let's do it. I don't care. And as you were talking about the versus series, we're kicking. Hey, man, we might have that on here real soon.
No, man, I want to do that ASAP.
Yeah, we might have that real soon.
Put it out there, man. We gotta have a public fight.
Friday. Right. We're supposed to go on Friday. Man, life happens. It is what it is. You backdoor me on Saturday, and then you hit me. It was so funny because Boss was hitting me with the man. I'm sorry I didn't have this. I'm like, bro, it don't even matter, bro. Let's just go. That's what we do. Look, I don't give a shit, man. You hit me 5 minutes before you go on live. You want me to go? But I don't need those. Let's go. I'm with you because when I can talk to people that do the same kind of things I do, and that I feel like I'm close to their level. I'm trying to get there. Man, I'm ready for it. You know what I'm saying? I embrace it. I love it. I love to give the flowers as I'm trying to do more now in my life. Like James. The thing about James is I've been on, goddamn, James, I guess, about 10 shows, 5, 10, I don't know. I've been on some shows now. And We did a couple of shows, and I'll never forget, like forever in the time that I do this, going into my third year. You hear me say, "Hey, man, push back." You know what I mean? Not that I wasn't pushing back on my opinion. I just give my opinion. It is what it is. To push back. And I watched James how he worked, and he would come at me, and I'm like, okay, bet I get it, I understand it. But that made me better. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
James at that time that hit me with that, and it made me better. And we do those things individually. So no, man, I love y'all as always. No homo, as we say with the older crowd. But yeah, man. I mean, it pushes me, it makes me better, and I love it, man. And look, my guy boss was like, "I'm sorry." I'm like, "Bro, let's just go. It's going to happen." And we was lit, bro. We had people.
I had to move the Friday to Saturday because I knew I wanted to be quality because I knew he was gonna talk good. So I wanted those slides, and it took me a while to make them. Now, I also want to let everybody know, me and Big Game, we also doing something together even more on Saturday. So I'm all the way for just upgrading everybody that rock with us on Saturday. You know what I mean? Like production wise, you know what I mean? And I'm not saying like upgrade to insult. I'm just saying
we get it. We already know.
Yeah. I'm just saying like when I fuck with you, like let's
Wet.
do it. Yeah, let's do it. Like, our content is ice. Our content stay ice. People love our energy, bro. Like it's obvious. Every time I rock with Big, every time I rock with Knicks, it's easy. It's like never no notes, never no prep. We always got to kick each other off. So I'm with that. So I expect within the next month, like all of us to really do a lot of good work together.
Mm-hmm. Hey, it's like I said, it's been a great thing. I like messing with the real cats on here, everybody doing their thing, and there's a lot of humbleness, and I really appreciate it, and I really appreciate you guys. You know what I'm saying? When we do these shows, you don't have to stay on an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. That's still donating your time on coming on my channel and stuff too. So I really do appreciate all y'all that y'all do. Like BJ hit me up like, "Hey, what's good? Send me a link if y'all ain't doing shit." I appreciate that because what I'm saying, like, that tells me that I ain't stuck up. Let's do it. You know what I'm saying? I like people like that. I'm not saying nobody else out there. I'm just saying I appreciate that from BJ, how he'll hit me up and like, "Hey, let's jump in the stream, dog. What you doing?" You know what I'm saying? I like that type of shit because
BJ don't give a damn.
Yeah, he'll say he sent me the link like, "What's good, dog? Let's do something." I like that shit because I'm like that too. I hit somebody up like, "Hey, what you doing?" "Nothing. Let's do a show." "All right, come on." I'm like that too because I think that's the way it should really be.
It really should, and I'm so happy we like that, man. Because when I first like bumped into BJ and Mary and Spoon, I always wanted us like that. You know what I mean? And I'm glad we like that now, like to where we can just bump in each other's stuff and come in each other's house and go in the refrigerator. You know what I mean? And I'm glad we built the relationship to be able to do that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm slow to do it with others, but now that I know y'all, I'm good. Let's keep rocking.
That's why I'm like, hey, look, even whenever I'm not on, look. Big Game be like, hey, Nix, we ain't gonna be doing 2-3 hours tonight. So hey, I'm like, and I'm in the chat. As soon as I get buffed from the chat, I'm in the zip. Hey, bro, like what I do wrong? Why I can't chat in the damn chat no more? I want to be in the chat.
I had to get you right on that. I had to make you a mock because we ain't gonna keep doing you like that. Like, damn, he was sending me messages while we were live. He like, damn, Jay, what I do? I ain't even doing shit. I'm just talking regular. I keep getting timed out. I said, let me just end all that shit. Take this motherfucking wrench and take that.
Hey, because you know what? Even I'm not on the show with y'all, man. I'm entertained, man, and I love y'all's perspective and what we do. So, and I'm always going to learn something, whether I agree with it or not. Wide receiver, it's in, boss.
Oh man!
We gotta look at this shout out though. I gotta say this. I don't mean to cut you off, BJ.
That's a real one. I see it.
This is a real one right here. This from Logan Davis. I gotta give him a shout out on this. It says I'm gonna keep saying this. BGJ promised me that this channel would be no phony of BS. He stamped it that ever since we appreciate that for y'all helping me understand the game more than X and O's. And that's big to me. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that somebody seen that I remembered I said that and then says, you know what, you said that in the beginning and you stayed true with it. You haven't changed from it and you help teaching the game to me. I appreciate that. You don't know what that's going to do, buddy. You just made that comment on Booth ain't about to be mad. She be like, "You gonna keep him up all night watching videos now? He gonna go home as soon as he get off here. He gonna make a video and shit because you said that shit."
That comment coming in the section real soon. That comment coming real soon.
You feel me? She gonna be like, "Oh damn, you
Oh,
said
damn
that.
it.
Now this motherfucker about to make more videos and be on this damn. Please don't say him do nothing. I don't need my time."
It do,
Good
man.
night, Miss Charles.
It charge you with energy. I tell you that, man. For
Yeah,
real.
well, what
When
is?
you
But hey, give y'all shout outs to y'all channels. You know how we do because we about to
Already.
ride out. We about to ride out on some music tonight.
Yeah, little DMX in the background. Go ahead, boss.
Yeah, no, we ain't doing that because they ain't zapping my shit.
Boss Cowboy Sports on Facebook, as well as on Instagram, as well as on YouTube. And then my handle at Twitter is Cowboy_Boss. Y'all definitely stay on the lookout for a video that I'm dropping on wide receiver is the pick at 10. I'm dropping a
Lord,
video.
I'm gonna watch this just because I'm gonna say
Yeah,
boss
in the
crazy.
damn morning. Yeah, and watch it because you know I ain't gonna play with it. I mean it. The lobby is here. Come around before the draft and stop playing. Don't be late, damn it. Like Big Game James, you was late as hell. I need you on time and early on this lobby. Get off that Pitts bullshit. I'm totally off of it right now.
Be on the hill, baby.
And you go feel it for up into the draft. And I'm telling the truth. If you team Pitts versus the receivers, you boss enemy, damn it.
Fair
Yo,
enough,
wow.
man. Hey, man. As it says on the screen, man, your _guy_Nix NIX on Twitter, man. Come follow me. We're pushing for $1,000. We're almost there. Help me get over the 1K. We have a good time over there for sure. Man, on YouTube, it's Star Game Podcast. You'll catch me, Mary Ella, and Spoonie every Wednesday on the off seasons at 8:00 Central. And during the year, during the season, it's Tuesday, 8:00 Central. Also, if you want to dab on Facebook, man, it's just called Star Game. We got a group. We're almost 4,000 strong. We're almost there. Come join in part of the conversation. We'll add you in. And then on the back side, we got the Star Game page, man. Like and follow the page. We put stuff up there too, man. So, man, I appreciate my brother's Big Game and Boss. I was on Bosses earlier with the Versus series. We're going to backdoor you with that Versus cornerback series.
Yep.
We're still not taking a great video. I'm gonna watch and like the video, but I don't care. I hate it. We're not taking wide receiver at 10. And shout out to my guy, Big Game. His picture will not be wetter than mine right now that Boss blessed me with. But
Yeah,
appreciate
it's
you
gonna be
brothers
wet.
as always, man. No, it's gonna be wet. Yeah, it's gonna be wet. It's just gonna be wetter. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, it's gonna be some wet ass. Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
But hey, we appreciate y'all. Now, fellas, when I ride out to the music, we all just gonna leave the building. So this is gonna just be my goodbyes tonight.
No. I'm
Okay.
for another
Here. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if you can see this.
I got you, Big, on that one.
That one right there.
Yeah, that's a lot of work, man. I got you though.
I got the cash for you.
Okay.
That's gonna beat yours, BJ. Yeah, it is.
Man,
In front
I
of
don't like
AT&T. Yeah, I know you don't like it. I know you don't like it. I know you don't like it, but I love it. And they got the Big Game J shirt. I need all that detail with my Big Game J shirt, the mic, and all that shit.
I got everything.
You don't like it, BJ. You love it. You love it, BJ.
Boy. I got you. And hey, just make sure you see me a clean PNG in your logo.
Yep.
He can't do it. He don't know what that means. Don't do
That's
that. I'm already hating.
Try to get that picture as clean. I'm gonna kill it, bro. You're gonna be like, damn.
BJ about to be mad.
I'm gonna hop back in and find a different pic. How about that? I'm gonna get the one with my grill in my mouth. Back in the day, 07.
Cowboys, I saw something I wanted to do, man. That was a little bit more crispy, but I said I ain't go.
You blessed me.
You got some crispy was in there, man.
Yeah, it would be hard if you had that grill, though.
You had the red apple hat. I was like, oh, I want to do that one.
Look, I had to start here. So I knew Boss was going to. I knew Big Game was going to come behind me. So Big Game drops, I can come right over the top. You know. Either way, it's better in your pocket. Don't worry about it, boss.
No, I got you. Say no more. No more.
I'm telling you. I'm gonna need all that detail in the shirt. Okay, I already know this gonna cost some bread. I already know. Already. As soon as I seen the picture, I was like, that's gonna cost money.
No, I got you. I got you. It's gonna be nice. I'm gonna kill it, bro. I'm gonna
I
kill
know
it.
you are.
Because
I
that's
can't
a
wait.
pitch I want to kill. That's a good one.
Hey,
Yes,
that's
sir.
a good easy one.
You know how I'm gonna win? I'm gonna tell you I'm gonna win. Because after that drops, I'm just gonna inbox Boss. But hey, that
Part
pick,
two.
look,
Part
take
two.
that boss.
Be like,
Pick,
that's
look, the boss, that pick that you wanted to kill that was better than that one, go ahead. I don't care what it is. Just go ahead and do it. See, you started out too high on your guns. You into the clip right now, James.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Hey,
I got my backup.
Okay, that's fine.
And sending referrals. Y'all better not be greedy.
I'm gonna send hella referrals. You know me. I'm gonna be tagging the shit out of you, dog.
I tagged your
My
government name on
homeboy,
Facebook, bro.
I'm gonna keep
That's
it
the only
real.
one
My
you got, so I
homeboy,
tagged your government name.
my homeboy who did my original Big Game James picture, I tagged the shit out of him. He got hella business after I did that because I went everywhere and tagged the hell out of that. Especially if it's a picture that I particularly want and it's done exactly the way I want. Motherfucker, what?
I'm
telling everybody.
James, I see how you're pivoting there. The
You like
picture
that,
I
didn't you?
want,
You
the
like that?
way I want. I see. I got you.
He working
I got
it.
you. Yeah,
You see me? Work.
I gotta get the referrals though, bro. Dude, I gotta get. I need
brother, I hope you get all the referrals. I already tagged you on Twitter on both of them. I already tagged you, like I said, your government. That's what I got on Facebook.
Fam, you'll be everywhere. Fam,
bro.
You'll be on my Big Game James page, my Silver and Blue Nation page. That probably might be the cover. That'll be my new cover page. Once you drop that, that's gonna be my new cover page on my Big Game James page.
Gotcha.
See,
and I'm working it, BJ.
He just works it. You want some Big Game James? Look how you put that one with me in front of the Star Gang. Now he wants that in front of Big Game James and the other big. I see you, James. I'm watching you work. I know what you're doing. See, he working you, boss. Don't let him work you like that.
I'm working him. Finessing
finessing
like a motherfucker.
He working. I'm working hard.
Hey, and before we get off here, to both of you guys, happy Easter. Happy Easter, everybody out there. Make sure y'all have a good holiday day or whatever. Be safe out there. Take your time. Do whatever y'all do on Easter. But make sure y'all have a good day tomorrow or today or whatever. And make sure y'all tune in later today because I'm going to be having burgers and blitzes tonight with my guy, Mike. So make sure you jump in there for that. And, we just really appreciate everybody. Appreciate you guys both again jumping in here. It's always a great time, great stream. We got 100 in the building, over 100 likes once again. Once y'all are on here, we always got to get 100 likes. So shout out to everybody in the feed. We got 2 new members today as well. I didn't get my third. I bet boo thing. I said I was gonna get 3 today. I got 2.
Well, then we got dadgummit. Somebody in here right now is 117. Hit it. Let's get.
It's
3.
only $1.99. No, because I don't want you to do that because. If you become a member, you can't be a member just because I said it, and then 2 weeks later you ain't a member no more.
Fair enough.
Can't. You feel me? If you're gonna become a member, if you become a member, you gotta be a member to be a real member. Don't just be a member because I said become a member so you can get the number. Be a member and stay a member.
For a week and then,
hell no.
Yeah, you got to be a goon.
You got once you begin the goon squad, you got to be goon. Yeah, you got to be goon squad.
You got to be goon. You got to be up here like the ninja out here talking about my damn beard and boss of shades and.
He talking about everybody. He was talking about I ain't paying attention to him no more.
Yeah, your phone. Hey man, it's Easter. Call your mama.
I ain't paying.
All y'all don't live with your mama. Hey, call your mama. It's Easter.
Oops.
Call your mama tomorrow. It's Easter. Okay. You ain't called her all year. Call her tomorrow.
Okay.
For some of y'all.
Hey, but
look at the goon squad lining it up right now. Look at the goon squad lining it up in the chat. Call your mama though.
Call your mama and give me a whole bunch of fire emojis as we ride out to this beat right here. Like I said, once I end this, everybody's going to evacuate the building, so I'm not going to be able to talk to both of you guys right now. 10 minutes. So I appreciate you. Appreciate you, boss, for another great show. Appreciate you, BJ, for jumping in on another awesome show. Y'all, we doing numbers. Boss, I'm waiting for that production so we can do this share on both our pages and so we can really eat. So I'm just waiting on you, big dog. But hit us with these fire emojis.
It's gonna be on that level of what we did today. So it's coming.
All right. Well, for myself, Big Game James, BJ Knicks, a Star Gang, and my dog Boss Cowboys, my DFW PNC like no other. We'll talk to you guys soon. Big Game James, Silver and Blue Nation. We out. Peace.
And the only thing else I got to say is, how about them Cowboys? Yeah!
How about them Cowboys? Click clack pow boys. Make you say wow boys from the QBs, PTs, LBs, and the Towel boys. You tuning in to the team that win. Big game, first name James. He interviewed, he called the games. Silver blue, you know the name from the Emmitt Smith to the Michael Irv. We beating skins, shooting birds. I see a bank snatch it out his fur. Favorite team on the planet Earth. From Monday night to Sunday church. DJ putting in the work. I'm tuning in, no need to search. Through thick and thin and good and worse. Them Cowboys, click like pow boys. Make you say wow boys from the QBs, DTs, LBs, and the Towel boys. You tuning in to the team that win. Tuning in to the team that win. Tuning in to the goddamn, they did it again. How about them Cowboys? Click clack pow boys. Make you say wow boys from the QBs, DTs, LBs, and the Towel boys. You tuning in to the team that win. Tuning in to the team that win. Tuning in to the team that silver and blue done did it again. Cowboys, click like pow boys. Make you say wow boys from the QBs, DTs, LBs, and the Towel boys. You tuning in to the team that win. Tuning in to the team that win. Tuning in to the goddamn, they did it again. How about them Cowboys? Click like pow boys. Make you say wow boys from the QBs, DTs, LBs, and the Towel boys. You tuning in to the team that win. Tuning in to the team that win. Tuning in to the team that silver and blue done did it again.